Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just picking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Count 'em like the 4-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
Say I'm good-hearted, but I'm just getting started. Got my eyes on the target. No, no. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. To give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Broke all the cages, no, I won't sit and take it. No, no. They left me for dead, I guess I'll never learn. Every time I break, there's just more pain to burn. They'll never, never, never learn. Till the battles are won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty.
We gon' turn the crib into a club like Hennessy and Buddha screaming thug life. Get it, baby, you know I'm the plug, right? Fucking got a feeling that it's gonna be a long night. Whoa, everything I touch turn cold. Need no introduction, 'cause they know Brit and Mo. I hit the lotto, my motto. Roll up gelato and throttle a couple models staccato who fucking brought up the bottles. I'm gone ham. This ain't even luck, all planned. Y'all know who the fucks I am. Burning bucks, smoke bands. Always been the MO since the start of this, and now I'm on a mission like I'm Artemis. Hey, we gon' turn the crib into a club like Hennessy and Buddha screaming thug life. Get it, baby, you know I'm the plug, right? Fucking got a feeling that it's gonna be a long night.
You think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face. Got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. You break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Redemption never came. I stopped asking for forgiveness, 'cause you should know only fools tread where the angels fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close. Save myself by turning into stone. So save your judgment, 'cause you just don't know. But some things never change, never change. They say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to flame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh,
lost in the afterglow. Oh, girl, your love for me, it's calling me, so I'm calling you. Lord, give me life to fire, I long for your company. Oh, girl, your love for me, it's a part of me, my biology. Yeah, yeah, it won't be over till the fat lady sings. I owe you a trip, cause me and you, we got a thing. My sunshine, I'll stay here, curly like a string. Just a big ol' ooh, smile, that's about all you gotta bring. So enjoy the ride, got some pillows in the Chevy. Slide or die, lean loaded and heavy. Take your time, let me know when you're ready. Couple months, I've been messing with this steady. Open for plans tonight, lost in the afterglow. Oh, girl, your love for me, it's calling me, so I'm calling you. Lord, give me life to fire, I long for your company. Oh, girl, your love for me, it's a part of me, my biology. Самолет несет меня, будто в кулаке зажав великан. В иллюминаторе земля. Самолет несет меня, большой стальной великан. В иллюминаторе земля. Open for plans tonight, lost in the afterglow. Oh, girl, your love for me, it's calling me, so I'm calling you. Lord, give me life to fire, I long for your company. Oh, girl, your love for me, it's a part of me, my biology.
Day breaks and I'm burned by the morning light. I make the same mistake more than twice. Same song, but brand new dance. I wear out my third second chance. You take my breath and I can't get it back. Might be time for me to face the facts. The best me is with you, but I know I got a lot to prove. They think we're too damaged to fix, but we're just working through a little rust. They like to say we're just young, but I know we won't give this up. Sometimes I lose my mind, and some days it's hard to find the reason why you stay by my side. You and I break our hearts open enough just to see if we'll put them back. No matter what they try, I'll stay by
Happy New Year 2022. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back once again to Infinix Smartphone presents the World Esports Cup. And now we begin with the Pakistan finals of this tournament. Really excited. Joining me here as my co-caster is going to be Caster Arka. And yes, it is going to be one heck of a journey once again.
Absolutely. And thank you so much, Mridul, for welcoming everyone over here. And yes, yet again, a very, very happy new year to everybody. We can see that, things are starting off with an amazing note. We have four different gladiators coming in from the side of Nepal, and we can expect the same coming in from the side of Pakistan. The 2 days of this Pakistan finale is going to be really intense because we all know that those teams which fought in the Pakistan chapter had to make it through very minimal differences between one another. So they'll be looking forward to, representing their country, because four of those Nepal teams, I mean, they'll be able to understand what it feels like to be representing their country. So Pakistan chapter would have read all these things, read those statistics. So something new is coming up today for sure.
Definitely, it's the power that you get when you're representing your country. You know that you have to play your best game style. And when it's a
Yep.
lot on stake, we know that this tournament has a big prize pool. And why not fight for it when you are the underdog, even when you are the Goliath, as I say? Well, Goliath, that means the professional teams in this scene. And we have seen some amazing performances from Five Mutants, Demon Sprite, Team Alpha, Cartoon Network, the aggressive performance they always show from their side. Definitely really excited for that. And when I was talking about the stake, I always discuss about the prize pool of this tournament. Definitely, it's a big, big one, and the teams are ready to represent their region.
Absolutely, but at the same time, you did mention about few teams, right? So let's put forward a few of those teams' names so that it can be more clearer for these people. Five Mutants, Demon Sprite, Team Alpha, Fab 5,
Yeah.
Cartoon Network, The Guardians, Team Hotshot, Pakistan Pirates, Soulbreakers, Legend Styles, Invisible ES, and No Chance. So all of
Yeah.
these teams, have fought their way, have proved themselves to be over here, but from here on, they have to outperform themselves to make it to the next round. But what are all these teams fighting for? That is what Mridul had already spoken about. The big prize pool, of a total of 75 lakh rupees. And we have been speaking about this and telling people that, almost a crore coming into the picture of WEC. I mean, I know that, everybody will be looking forward to get the biggest chunk of it. The first place getting 35 lakh rupees.
Yes, definitely. And after that, if we talk about the other placing teams, that is the first runner up, or we talk about the second position, the amount is going to be 15 lakh INR. Third place will be taking home 8 lakh INR. Fourth place, fifth place, sixth place, seventh place, and eighth place 6 lakh rupees, 4 lakh rupees, 2 lakh rupees, 1 lakh 50,000, and 1 lakh respectively. But then comes the biggest chunk that I always talk about, the 50,000 chunk in divided amongst the fan favorite teams, MVP of this tournament, best IGL of this tournament, best clutch of this tournament, and when it's about underdogs, the best underdog team would also be taking home 50,000 INR.
Absolutely. The bigger titles is what I'll be looking forward for, because if you are the MVP or the best underdog teams in World Esports Cup, that shows that,
Yeah,
you have proved yourselves among three different chapters, three different regions. So everybody will be
right.
eyeing to get you in their team or probably look out for you in the upcoming tournaments. So with all these things, even
Exactly.
if you're going empty handed, don't worry that you're gaining some experiences which most of them even dream of getting it. That is trying to represent your country. So all these things said and done,
Right.
Bridul, like the first day of the Pakistan finale, what are you expecting for today? Like what are the major metas you're expecting from the day?
When we finished the Nepal finals, I discussed only one thing. Nepal region is active in the Purgatory map, but Pakistan region, there is no map that is left from their side when it's talked about the aggressiveness that they have. So definitely expecting some aggressive performances, more kills. We got 20 kills from a specific team in one Kalahari
Yep.
map, and now expect some more kills coming in from their side, and like 40 to 45 points from a single match. Let's wait for some comebacks, as comebacks are always helpful for teams to qualify.
Yeah, absolutely. Comebacks will also be helpful, as well as consistency is going to be the key for most of these teams to make it into the next round. So I'm hoping to see, any of these teams which will be coming up and showing us that we can create history from the beginning itself. The day one, everybody has to get serious in the schedule of the day, where we'll be seeing that it's going to be the same schedule which has been throughout. So the schedule will go like this: the first three maps is going to be Bermuda, Purgatory, and Kalahari. The next, again, fourth, fifth, and sixth is going to be the repetition of the first three. That's going to be Purgatory, Bermuda, Purgatory, and Kalahari. So
Yeah.
first time you do a small mistake, you can redeem it properly the second time, but the second day you'll have to fight it harder.
Like 6 maps are getting in a single day, and when you have 12 maps to qualify from a specific region, there are 12 teams and only the top 4 would qualify. So yes, if you talk about the chances, you can't take a toll on that. You have a lot of chances. Sometimes you would mess up, sometimes some maps would not go in your favor, but definitely when it's your strongest map, and when it's about your strongest map, you can also qualify within 4 maps. We have seen team Bisho MGR, if I remember, from the Nepal region, only 3 maps they require, and then they were at the 6th position after the Nepal finals ended. So yes, they could have been there, but definitely they were not consistent. So yes, you can make a difference even from your favorite map, the map that you can play throughout these 2 days. But yes, you have to be consistent throughout all the 12 maps. And today is the day number one. If you have a
Yep.
good head start, definitely the second day is going to be really easy for you, because the head starts would always help.
At the same time, making sure that you do the heavy lifting on the first day itself, where people will be thinking of
Exactly.
coming up with their strategy, and one strategy going away can help them out. So all these teams will be playing out like as usual, right? So throughout the tournament, the points table has been like this, where the team securing the booyah will be getting 12 points for themselves. Right behind them on the second place will get 9, and from the third position, the 9 starts to descend until it reaches 1 pointer for the 10th position. So what I meant to say was 2
Exactly.
for 9. Third position gets 8, fourth position gets 7, and so on until the 10th position gets just 1 pointer. But the 11th and 12th position will be going down with no points for themselves until and unless they aim for the bigger picture, that is going to be getting some kill points for themselves before they get taken down. So we have been seeing how kill points can actually boost confidence, boost your position from the bottom of the table to the top of the table. As I was speaking, if you do the heavy lifting on the first day, on the first few maps itself, then you can chill around for the rest of the days. That's what we saw from the side of 2B gamers when it comes to Nepal region, because they did that heavy lifting on the first day, and then on, it was a little bit of an easy job for them. So I do believe that most
Exactly.
of the teams will be aiming to do the same when it comes to the Pakistan chapter as well.
Well, definitely the kills. If we talk about the kill factor, definitely they're really good with that. But now we also have to look upon their surviving, how they survive in each and every match. Because yes, they'll be going for some good aggressive plays, but you have to
Yep,
survive, because in the end, it's the battle royale and it's the survival of the fittest. When you are the fittest, you
absolutely.
can fight along the whole game and then survive with all the 4 persons till the last circle, all the 4 players. Definitely, that is going to be in your part. But yes, the kill factor, when two or more teams will have the same amount of kills, will have the same amount of points, the teams with more
Yeah.
kills will be placed above them. So definitely the kill factor is going to play a lot of chances for you, even if you don't have booyahs, even if you don't have placement points. But yes, you need to have kills to play a good part when you are on the scoreboard with same number of points.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward for something like that to come on the picture, where we'll be able to see some aggression push coming in. So, like the Nepal, we have been speaking about how Nepal chapter plays, right? They back
Yeah.
up from a fight in case they're losing it out, and then they bounce back really hard. They do not mind coming in late into the circle, but Pakistan chapter is a different story altogether. They want to go
Mhm.
all out ruthless with one another. They want to challenge each other on a drop location, or probably when they come in close proximity with one another, they do not fall back no matter how many players they're losing. So I want to see which amongst these teams are actually ready and prepared, counter strategize for such kind of an attack coming in from the opponents. But at the same time, I'm also looking forward to see some top teams. Like I know that there are many teams which are capable of securing the first ever booyah, right? So Mridul, which will
Yeah.
be the first team you think will be able to get that first booyah for themselves?
For me, it's going to be Cartoon Network for sure. According to me, Cartoon Network is one of the teams who have been performing throughout the Pakistan region, and I have my bet on them.
I mean, I do have to, Cartoon Network is one of those teams which is a trump card team. They
Yeah.
somehow maintain their consistency, but get securing the first booyah for themselves. Somewhere I feel that that's not going to be the case from my side. For me, I think it's going to be either legend style, or probably it's going to be from the side of probably. Hotshot or Demon's Pride. So I'll
Okay.
keep my first place going to Legend Style because they have performed really well. They have shown us, they are capable of something out of the box when it comes to the old Pakistan chapter. So let's see how that's going to be for ladies and gentlemen. The first map of the day is going to be the map of Bermuda, coming on our screens any second soon. So it's time for you guys to share it among your friends. So you have a bleak opportunity over here. Make sure that you share this links among your friends so that they can also come in and enjoy this beautiful game of Free Fire. And let me remind you, this is where every team will be wanting to represent their country. So the fight is going to go more intense as we'll be stepping into the first map. So Mridul, I hope you're all geared up because we'll need a lot
Yeah.
of energy throughout. There are a lot of screaming coming in. One thing which you want to suggest me as a caster before we enter into the Pakistan chapter?
Well, it's going to be a heck of a fight in the last circle. So, Olga, get ready for your shoutcasting as we begin with the first game of the Pakistan finals. Day number 1. That is going to be played on the map of Bermuda. All the teams, 5 Mutants, Demon's Pride, Team Alpha, 5 FABS, Cartoon Network, The Guardians. Each and every team is ready and sitting in the lobby right now to begin with the first game that is going to be played on the Bermuda. So, guys, make sure you make some noises in the chats as we see Clock Tower, Rimnam Village, and then some amazing, beautiful areas of the factory too. And here comes Infinix Smartphone presents World Esports Cup Pakistan Finals, day number 1, map number 1, with our eyes on Team Alpha.
Absolutely, but at the same time, the flight path is going right to the center of the map, dissecting it into 2 different halves, allowing everybody to go to the drop location. Team FF on the other side, the FAB5, are choosing to have a split gameplay where one person is gone into shipyard to collect that blue zone tier loot. So they want to get some really good firepower for themselves. We're able to see that a small skirmish towards the side of hangar pretty much possible at this point of time. PIR versus TA is what we'll be looking at. That's Team Alpha coming in close proximity with the Pak Pirates. So that is where we can expect the first blood to be drawn. But at the same time, there's one more spot. I do believe that's going to be the side of factory where we are able to see that two teams are in very close proximity to one another. So let's see what's going to happen. We can see that Hamza has already started to fire some bullets. So the first blood being drawn on the northern side or the western side is going to be the first question.
Exactly, and now as we witness some fights beginning up on the clock tower, we also see a fight happening on the hangar between team number 3 and team number 8. So yes, 3 teams are in close proximity, but definitely when it's about the areas of graveyard, clock tower, and hangar, those 3 cities are really close to each other. Well, yes, missing some shots from the side of Parafal. Now the AKM would also come into the chance, as yes, he's tagging the player Barial with his AKM. Izhar trying to get some HP low on the enemy team side, but yes, won't be like connecting all of the shots, but definitely had a good tag on team number 8. Well, if you talk about team Pak Pirates, if I'm right about the team, yes, that is team Pak Pirates going against team Alpha in the start of the game, where it's all about only 2 minutes that we have began with, and all the players are right now surviving.
Absolutely, but at the same time, Team Alphas are not falling back, even though they do not have a helmet or a vest. They're looking forward to go in, and at the same time, they do not have the right kind of farming as well. We're able to see that they do not have some healings for themselves. No glue walls coming in. Pirates on the other side, they have left one man to have an eye on these enemies, where the rest of the players are actually going in for root. So Team Alphas on the other side have also chosen to do the same kind of strategy, where the others will be going in for looting, where 1 or 2 players will be actually scouting out to see where the pirates are moving around on the map or probably farming. So all these things said and done, we can see that this love story is going to be a little longer than what we are thinking right now. They'll be holding back before they get in close proximity with one another. But Hamza on the other side wants to come in from a very different off angle. We are able to see that he's trying to flank around from a little far off distance so that he can connect the shots. But it's going to be from the other side. We're able to see the Guardians are also at the Bhima Sakti strip. The center of the map is where you'd want to be in the first game, because ultimately the placement points is going to matter for you.
Definitely, the placement points always are going to matter for you when you're consistent from the map number 1. Well, if you talk about the Guardians, they have been showing how they perform in all of the 3 maps. When it's about Purgatory, yes, definitely they're aggressive. But in the map of Bermuda and Kalahari, they show that they can get points in each and every match. Well, now Ravi took a lot of damage from the enemy team side as Team Alpha is right now getting some flanks. Two of their players are separated. Two players are just holding the center on the Hangar City, while Team Pak Pirates are deciding to make a fallback situation. Yes, they are retreating from that fight, and yes, kind of a good decision too because we knew there is no outcome from that fight. So yes, let's fall back and get some HP back and just enjoy our loot because that is where they were busy with.
Absolutely, but at the same time, the farming is going to be the most important thing for any given team because you need to have the right kind of guns for yourself. All these things said and done to the center of the map, I'm waiting to see where the first zone or the zones are going to favor out because we have understood that, these days the zone is starting to be a little predictable, right? Because from the beginning, we've been able to see that they go to the eastern shift, northern shift, or the southern shift, and it looks like this time it's going to be the complete southern shift where Mars Electric is going to be the center of the circle. So IVN, that's going to be the Invisibles, where Insanity was their previous name, are going towards the Sentosa Island, so they can come inside the circle without anybody tagging them. But at the same time, Mars Electric is where you would want to be, and I can already see that there's a team over there. SB on the other side, that's going to be Soulbreakers, the team to watch out for.
Well, yes, Soul Breakers. Yes, this name. Definitely remember it how they performed throughout these qualifiers and just trying it really hard in each and every round. And when it was about the qualifiers, you had less chances, only top two, top three would qualify. Well, now you have come into your regional final. It has been a big toll on you. They have been in the pressure from the start of the tournament, so they know how to deal with pressure. And when you learn dealing with pressure, battle royals always become easy for you. Now we also see that No Chance is quite close to the team Demon's Pride, if I'm right. Yes, this is Demon's Pride going against No Chance. And on the area of Mars Electric, where Demon's Pride just landed right near about Mars Electric, and now they engage in a roadside fight.
Absolutely, I really want to see who's going to be drawing the first blood at Demon's Pride at this point of time. Looks like they do not want to be questioned with their pride, so they want to push in and make sure that they connect shots against the side of Team NC. But let's not forget that Team NC is also one of those stronger teams. When it comes to the overall picture, I really want to see how they'll be able to counter-strategize this gameplay coming in from their side. A damage is being done, a knock comes in, but eventually a revival also comes in. I'm looking forward to see how this form up at the side of Clock Tower is going to help them out. DP on the other side, there is Sami who's bleeding out. He'll be healing to himself to the full potential, but one man alone inside that shack could be the target for the side of Demon's Pride because they know that once they go in and take them out, that's going to be easier for them. Vegeta on the other side wants to tag out players as they're trying to run away with the Paraffil, connects few shots, but ultimately not enough to put them down. All these things said and done, towards the side of Factory is where they're all getting stacked up. Team 5 versus Team 6 seems to be a little inevitable at this point of time.
Definitely, and being inevitable in those fights is what these teams want right now. Getting knocked and still surviving because of your team. Well, if you talk about Cartoon Network, look at their placement. They are just holding the top most best position available near about Factory. And when it's about the Guardians entering their position, yes, it's their area. Well, you have to fight for it because if another team enters your area, they would be holding it for sure as you're on the top. But that won't make any difference, right? Because when it's about the end zone, lesser the teams, more the fun.
Absolutely, but Cartoon Network, the team you vouch out for, seems to be playing for placement points at this point of time. Even though they get knocked out, they have a player to, help them out in all ways possible. 5 grenades is what CL King is holding right now. There's going to be a player in his crosshairs. Try to connect shots, doesn't do it perfectly with that SKS. Eventually, it's going to be Bad Sunny who's going to be alive and would have given the information to his teammates that there's a player on the top of the ridge. So guys, please watch out for that bird eye view. But at the same time, I really want to see how Kings will be able to strategize this. One good grenade can actually give the opening against Sunny, because we all know that by the time that circle forms in, it's going to be a very different story. DP on the other side have done the damage to a car which almost got taken down, but LS, the team that I vouch for at this point of time, seems to be in a lot of trouble as one person has already gone down. The revival might come in any second soon. LS is going to be countering back as quickly as possible, takes down Vegeta, but 2 of their players are also down, so the revival is going to come in successful for both of them. LS on their feet after putting a player down. Let's see whether they'll be able to do something special as they regroup and make sure that everybody are on their feet and completely healed up.
Yes, exactly. And then there comes the first blood of the match after 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Well, I think some statements are going down the ground as we see the first blur in the Pakistan region coming after 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Well, if you talk about the first blur, it is from the side of Team LS, as yeah, legend style esports always showing how they roll in through the match with style.
Absolutely, but at the same time, Team TG, I'm looking forward to see how Team Park Pirates are doing right now, right? But at the same time, 5 Mutants are also pretty much not visible right now. In case they come into the circle, that is when the chaos can start, because these are the teams who actually initiate fights, who really want to pick up those fights against the enemy team. It looks like all of these teams have done their homework, made sure that they've spoken or watched the Nepal chapter and wanting to hold the center of the circle in the beginning itself. Look at that. All the teams are pretty much to the center of the circle. If the zone now shifts up to the clock tower, it's going to be Team Alpha, the only team alive to make alone towards the side of clock tower to be surviving and having the zone control as well. For now, the circle is going to shrink in any second soon. The zone is going to be visible. It seems like it's still going to favor all the teams inside the circle, apart from Team Alpha, who have to make it inside the circle. I'm looking forward to see, with all 12 teams still alive and standing inside one small circle, just imagine how the final circle is going to end up.
Well, yes, exactly, and that is what I talked about, right? When most of the teams are entering the areas of the enemy team, it's their territory, right? You have to fight for it. Well, yes, Cartoon Network initiated that fight, but now they're taking some damage. Not having a good of a loot because they only looted the area of factory. Definitely, they know that they shouldn't be exiting their position. They have the one of the perfect positions right now. Well, yes, the UAV drone will also be joining them in on the area of factory, where 4 to 5 teams are already standing strong. And yes, if you talk about Cartoon Network, that's how you do it, getting a good spot when climbing upon the shoulders of your player, and now you have a perfect angle on your enemy team.
Absolutely, but at the same time, the summoning of the drop has already begun from every single player over here. Just imagine if more than one or
Oh,
two grenade
Nick!
launchers come into picture. But on the other side, Team Alpha gets completely decimated in the hands of Park Pirates, is what I would like to say. If not completely decimated, at least 2 players gets taken down. It's gonna be Jack and Nikki who puts down 2 players and picks up the first blood, as well as probably not the first blood, because we did see that it was taken from the side of Team um uh legend style LS. So ultimately, it's going to be Pirates picking up the next 2 frags. So they'll be leading right now. They'll be the kill leaders. But at the same time, Richie trying to push and give that opening for the team, because Richie is the watch out person when it comes to the Pirates. They want to decimate the complete spot, because before they enter into the next circle, we're able to see that Hamza throws a very good grenade. Doesn't do much of damage, but ultimately a push comes in, and I do believe that it's going to be a very successful push any second soon.
Yeah, definitely. And well, if we talk about Hamza with a good grenade
Oh.
will land one of the first knocks for the teams on Park Pirates.
Nice.
But yes, Burial with a good trade on the Hamza. Yes, the guy is confirmed, already making a chrono shield for 5 seconds. There comes Richie Rich for a good cover. And yes, Team Alpha becomes the first team to get eliminated from the first map of the Pakistan finals. Park Pirates showing the complete domination and showing some amazing gameplays from their side. Well, if we talk about Demon Sprite, they're also engaged in the fight against team number 1. Well, if we talked about Cartoon Network, they would be exiting their positions and would be coming down inside that warehouse. But yeah, team number 10 and team number 12 also present near about those ridges on the clock tower.
Absolutely, but at the same time, I'm wanting to see how this team, because Park Pirates seems to have evolved from the previous game, because in the previous game, there used to be Richie Rich first getting taken down, all the others, but at this point of time, we're able to see that Invisibles have come in close proximity with team number 9, and they're wanting to take this fight. So I really want to see how the counter strategy coming in from the opponent teams to make sure that they make them pay. It's going to be Soulbreakers versus Invisibles. Let's see which Soul gets taken down, or the Invisibles will be visible against any single team. It's looked like Invisible alone has got taken down, but eventually a good backup comes in. He's going to be revived, but Bilal gets taken down. Volley gets taken down. Alone at any point of time can get traded off, as well as it's going to be one man rushed in, making sure that he does the damage against the side of Invisible. Now a push again comes in. Monkey on the other side has to do something special. He's put up that maximum in a very good way. Virus on the other side has a very good answer to that as well. Grenades are being cooked by Alone. The last man standing has a lot of job to do, but I know there are chances of him getting hunted down, as it's going to be the M18 shot landed. And I do believe it's Sybil with that amazing gameplay coming in and making sure that they decimate the complete squad. The second team to go away, it's going to be the Invisibles.
Well, yes, Max 7 always making the differences for these teams. And now we begin some last game zone fights. Well, yes, this is the fourth zone that will come in front of our eyes. Sajid with some good knocks on Sami. That is the opening that Team 5 Minutes wanted. And now the Russian not seeing their area and definitely facing the disadvantage for that. Raptor would be finished as Godzilla tries to get the second kill for his team. But yes, 5 Mutants making it too late for Godzilla, as Godzilla is going to be one of the last players surviving. The other player is already knocked. He won't be getting a revive, and yes, he would be finished, bleeding down to his health. On the left hand side, Sajid goes for the right hand side room, but Walid coming in alone will get knocked from Godzilla as Godzilla is trying to finish him. Makes a glue ball, and definitely he will confirm this kill within his hands, because why not? You got the chance, you have to confirm it for yourself. Well, that was a bad move from the side of Team 5 Mutants, as now they lose their second player. Godzilla already busy healing himself. Oh no! Missing that Wukong ability. Sajid just went away, and yes, that was what he wanted, right? Totally making the Wukong ability the best use of it.
Absolutely. The zone is also coming. There's a vehicle in front of him as well, so he can actually run in, pick up that vehicle and run away. Godzilla somehow gets into cover. He knows that the team is going to rush in any second, so he's already prepared for it with that M5. But M18 from the side of Sajid is going to land exactly at that
1v4?
position. 4 kills coming in from one guy. A 1v4 being taken over here. And we saw that Cartoon Network, one person actually fell down to his death, and that was easy picking for the opponents as well. So Cartoon Network losing their players quickly is a very, very bad thing for them, for sure. But at the same time, the zone still favoring the side of Factory is going to help them a lot as well. FF on the other side, we can see the Cartoon Networks have already started to pick up the side of Pirates as well. So we can still see that it's going to be Team G, the Guardians, holding the same position. So any team, oh, what a beautiful from the side of Red with that AWM, lands it perfectly. He knows where the second player is as well. So he'll be his aim will be obviously on that one player. He knows that the revival might also come in any second soon. They want to eliminate this person who's pretty much in their crosshairs.
Well, that's the Moko criminal ability for you. As you land one shot perfectly on your enemy player, then the position would be revealed for you so easily. Look at that, spotting the second player, and there goes another headshot. Oh my god. Landing the second shot, he would be confirming his skill on Pak Pirates barrier. And those were some beautiful shots that we just saw. Now, oh, there goes an icy grenade, taking some damage, but yes, he would be also going down from the SYDs as now it's the game of the DMRs. Picking some knocks on the left, on the right, on the up, on the front, and on the back with those DMRs. Definitely that would add up to the total team damage. But if you confirm those, that will be the best for
nice
your team.
grenade.
Keta lands the second grenade. He won't miss it as Richie Reach gets knocked out. Trying to enter the zone. The zone will also come in a short while. And with the third grenade, it's done and dusted as Team TG, the Guardians, eliminate Pak Pirates at the 9th position.
Oh, look at that. SOULBREAKERZ also get it, because it's going to be 5 Mutants taking the fight. As I said, 5 Mutants are one of those teams who want to initiate a fight, try to take it towards the enemy. HS on the other side are not having a good time, is what I would like to say. Hotshot getting taken down every now and then. Even though they're coming on to their feet, they are being challenged, right? The circle going on pretty much towards the open, giving an opportunity for Cartoon Network as well from the higher ground. They can do a lot of damage. PG on the other side, but let's see how things will go forward as Red Wow still doing a lot of damage. Now this shot can be actually good. Wukong ability at the corner somehow makes sure he survives that fall death position. Oh, there's a shot which gets connected, and that confirmation might be coming in a second soon. Red Wow on the other side has to jump towards the other tower in case possible. He has to take that risk as well. But Cartoon Network at this point of time, they will have to fall down to their death as Red Wow falls down. That's going to be easy picking for the side of Hunts, and let's see how much more can Cartoon Network survive from here on, because the position they were holding seems to be going out of their favor. 7th position is where they'll get eliminated.
Definitely they got the amount of kills that they wanted, as 5 Mutants were only surviving with one player. Legend Style with a single grenade would get eliminated. HS goes down at the 4th position. Kills and kills on each and every side. Running down with the vehicle. Walijan will also get a kill confirmation for himself. And now we see the last 3 teams. Look at Team 5 FABS. Not in the scene for a long time, and now suddenly surviving with all the 4 players. They have the best advantage that they needed.
Absolutely, and we have to see how FF will be able to counter this because we have TG
Yeah,
still
go
alive.
ahead.
The Guardian showing us how things have to be done. I mean, I do believe that, we did not watch for either of these. The Guardians are going to be here. It's going to be FF on the
Whoa!
other side. The which the last man standing has a lot of job to do,
No,
but it's
get
going to
up!
be the
Get up!
side of. I can't believe this. The Guardian, the one man who we keep speaking about, 7 kills in his name. Remember the name, ladies and gentlemen. It's Kutua.
Well,
Or
yes, it
Koyuta.
is
Koyuta. I mean, it's
TGQUETTA. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I have been having this issue, right? When we have Tanya on the desk, she used to always correct me whenever I used to pronounce this name. This name is going to be remembered from now on for sure. I'm going to learn it perfectly for all those fans who feel that I'm mispronouncing his name. I'm going to make sure that I learn the name as quickly as possible. But what a domination coming in from one man. 7 fracks is what he picked up in that final circle, making sure that, he decimates every look and corner. Somewhere at one point of time, I saw that LS were having a very, very good, control over that circle. They were having kills. They were picking up frags. But one good grenade, I don't know who put that grenade in their spot, right? The whole of LS got decimated.
Yes, exactly, and that is how the kill feed was running. We talked about this, right? If 9 teams are surviving after the fourth zone, it is going to be a heck of a like a domination by each and every seed, a heck of a decimation that you always talk about. And
Yep.
yes, those aggressive fights, those amazing, amazing gameplays from each and every team. Well, yes, if you talk about Team Five Fabs, they had the number advantage. Even they knocked 2 of those players, but yes, they were not able to get a kill on Keta, and Keta performing a 1 versus 3 for the side of the Guardians. Yes, he took the
Quetta.
game for the side of the Guardians.
I don't know whether we have to keep the queue silent because it's
Uh,
Kueta or Keta. Oh, it's going to be hard for me. I'm going to reach out for a few of these Pakistan casters as well. I'm going to find out what his exact name is because this man is making sure that, he's one of those players to watch out for in the initial game itself, picking up 7 frags and leading the team from the front for them to secure the booyah. Least expected from our side was the side of team, the Guardians making sure that they prove us wrong every single time. So the overall
yeah.
scoreboard or the map wise scoreboard is going to be coming on our screens any second soon, and that is going to show us which team was close to what at one point of time. I know that every team has picked up 1 or 2 frags for themselves, but ultimately it's important for them to gain those placement points as well. With the kill points, a good balance is going to give the right kind of opening when it comes to the overall points table. Yes, I know that Mridul, you'll be watching for the same team to be coming in the next match because the kind of domination they showed just now. But at the same time,
Yeah.
Cartoon Network, what a position they were holding. And still, everybody had to fall down for their death. What do you have to speak about that?
Well, it's always about the zone in the end, right? There are some hardships on the side of zone. Cartoon Network had the perfect spot, but yes, when you talked about the zone going in the open, it never landed right for them. Definitely, they picked them some amazing amount of kills. Well, now we have to talk about the map-wise scoreboard. Winning this game with 12 ranking points and 9 kills in their hands, 21 points in total, the Guardians stand at the #1 spot. On the second position, you have Team No Chance with 8 ranking points, 6 kill points, making it to the total of 14. Having the same number of points, but yes, one less kill, one more position point. 5 Fabs got eliminated at the second spot, but the kills would always be given the advantage. 5 Mutants at the fourth spot with 11. Legend Style Esports at the fifth with 9 points.
Hotshot is going to be at the 6th position with just 1 kill. They were able to place themselves better than Legend Style, 5 Mutants, and so on, due to which they get 7 prank points for themselves. So they'll be coming in for the 6th position. From here on, I know that, it's going to be hard for everybody else to pick up frags for themselves, right? I can already see that there were 15, 20, 26, 29, 30 frags are already over here. So another,
Yeah.
so they do have a little bit of frags for themselves, but one team probably will be going down with nothing in their name because they were the first team to get eliminated without getting any kills for themselves. So one team with zeros will be the point of concern, but the Guardians will be looking forward to continue the domination from the 7th position. It's going to be SOULBREAKERZ with 7 points, Cartoon Network with 7 points. It looks like it's just the exchange of number when it comes to rank points and kill points, 3-4-4-3 consecutively. Pak Pirates on the other side with 6 points of 4 kill points and 2 rank points.
Yes, exactly. And then after that, you have Team Demon's Pride with one ranking point, two kill points for them, making it to the total of three. Team Alpha and Invincible Esports getting out of the game at 11th and 12th spots respectively with zero ranking points and zero kill points. So yes, definitely you won't be getting any points for your position as we saw in the points table when for the 11th and 12th you don't have any number of points for your rank. And Cartoon Network tried their best part. They had three kills, but yes, they got eliminated at seven. And this is what their fate was. If we talk about the second game is going to be played on Purgatory. And we do know that the teams of Pakistan or even the Nepal region, Purgatory maps is one of their favorites. But yeah, it is the region where you talk about some like exceptional performances. We got a surprise, right? We
Yep.
had total five teams predicted. I predicted two teams, you predicted three teams, but it never had the name of the Guardians. And now you have a boy from their side. So yes, this day is definitely going to be full of surprises.
Absolutely. But at the same time, Pakistan chapter has always been that unpredictable chapter because every single time we come to this chapter, they have a new story to say. But I still somewhere feel that, it's going to be the side of LS style, legend style coming out because I still remember they had more than two booyahs every single time, every single day, making sure that they have more placement points for themselves. But let's not
Yeah,
forget that in the final circle, they were also decimating teams and getting 4 to 5 frags for themselves. So
exactly.
looking forward for the same thing to happen in the rest of the days. The next map is going to be the map of Purgatory, where long range fights is going to be something to watch out for. We saw that sniper from the side of Cartoon Network that was red, doing most of the job with the sniping, did connect some shots.
Yeah,
So
Red
what do you
Wow.
think? You're going to stick on to the side of Cartoon Network for the map of Purgatory?
Well, I think I would be switching my chances to Team No Chance, and once again, it's going to be Cartoon Network as my second choice. But yes, No Chance has a good hand on the map of Purgatory because definitely their rotation is always based around Brasilia, and when it's about Purgatory, you have to be near about Brasilia.
Absolutely, but my bets this time are gonna go stay. First, obviously, is gonna stay with the same team. That's gonna be the legend style playing in over here. But right behind them, my second choice is either gonna be Five Mutants or Demon Sprite because these are
Okay.
the two teams who are actually doing the decimation over there, right? So they were trying
Yeah.
to get some kill points for themselves. It's just that in that final circle, in the beginning itself, everybody wants to come into the circle and make sure that they hold themselves in a good position and fight out in the very final circle. So I would want to see this time. I know the story is going to be different, right? So in the map of Purgatory, no matter how close you are, you're still far away. So I want to see who's going to take advantage of this, bring in those fights, and make sure that they make the enemies pay in their face. So all these things said and done, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be stepping into the next map of today. That's going to be the map of Purgatory. So there's another bleak opportunity for you guys to make sure that you share it among your friends. A small analysis will be coming back from me and Bridal any second soon. But yes, go and share it among your friends so that they can come in and join this game over here. Make sure that they enjoy the game as well because there's a lot of strategies to learn. Nepal chapter showed us a lot of, it's a mini encyclopedia coming in. The Pakistan chapter seems to be doing the same. No matter, there were times where Pakistan's could actually, teams can actually come in close proximity with one another, challenge one another, but still they did not choose to do so because they knew and they understood very clearly that unwanted fights is what we shouldn't pick up.
Exactly, and when it's about Infinix smartphones and India Today Gaming bringing this amazing tournament for us, yes, you have to like the streams and also subscribe to the India Today Gaming YouTube channel. Make sure to follow all the social media handles that is Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook of Infinix, India Today Gaming, and even our broadcast partner Platonia Esports, bringing some amazing action in front of us each and every day
Yep.
with the perfection. So yes, definitely they deserve the part two. And yes, Infinix Note 11s, that's a great, great smartphone. The sponsor of this tournament. And yes, when it's about the sponsor of this tournament, Infinix Note 11s is the one of the best gaming smartphones, a budget smartphone present in the market right now. It has already been launched on the 13th of December. Yes, make sure to go to your nearest stores. Also on the Flipkart website uniquely, you can buy this phone and book it for yourself.
Absolutely, but at the same time, let's not forget what India Today Gaming is doing. Right, they're putting up such good tournaments, in association with Platonia, because this broadcast is all possible because of Platonia. At the same time, Ishq 10.4.8. Very rarely I've seen a radio partner coming in when it comes to gaming, and this shows that we are spreading not only in video but also in the audio media. So it's good to see such changes coming in, but at the same time, jumping into the map of Purgatory, it's gonna be where I can expect a lot of fights fights coming in from towards the early skirmish is what I would like to say. If not, then the slow rush into the circle can be possible as well. So ladies and gentlemen, please do not forget to spam out your favorite team in the chat. Let us know which team is actually capable of doing all these things. Pak Pirates, was one of those teams to watch out for in the previous game, because from the beginning they played a very mature gameplay. They fell back and then came into the fight. They were able to secure some really good points. As you said, Cartoon Network, what a position they were holding. Somewhere I was preparing to say that, Mridul, it looks like your predictions have come out perfect, but ultimately it was the position which didn't go their way. So ladies and gentlemen, we are stepping into the map of Purgatory, and this is going to be map number 2 on the day 1 of Pakistan finals.
Well, yes, the areas, the views of the map of Purgatory, divided by the three rivers, united by the three bridges. As I always say, as we step into the map of Purgatory, we already have our eyes on the team of LS. And yes, the plain path starting from the side of Central, going towards the crossroads, dividing the map into 2:1 ratio. That is what I am going to say. As on the right hand side, you get 2 islands fully available to you. Your part, and on the left hand side you have the Marble Works Island. Most of the teams trying to choose out for the Marble Works Islands, as we see 4 of the teams going near about the blue tier loot. On the central island you have team number 7 and team number 11, and look at that northern side. Might be there is a high chance that we see an initial fight between team number 5 and team number 9, as they're already in the open, not having any good weapons available with them.
Absolutely, but at the same time, we can see shots being fired against the side of Cartoon Network. They'll be escaping from that position. So the initial fight seems to be going against the side of Cartoon Network, but a good fallback is what I would like to say, because ultimately losing your player in the first minute of the game can be a very, very bad thing for any given team. But Mount Villa, we're able to see that it's going to be the Guardians, the team which actually took that first game booyah in the name because of this one man. I as I said, it's going to be hard for me to pronounce his name, but still his name is still completely, the spelling is going to be etched on my brain for a really long time. All these things said and done, the team to run away, do you really think they're going to be bouncing back here and trying to challenge them?
Indeed, that is going to be one heck of a question, as right now challenging your enemy team so early. Well, yes, it's all about the good fights and bad fights, and this is a bad fight that you are discussing about, Urka. Challenging the team when even you don't have the weapons that is perfectly good for you. Definitely, you are not going to take that fight. You are not going to take that chance. But yes, you need to have kill points too, and some teams will focus on that. Look at that vehicle, like amazing. I have to talk about that. Just flying with it throughout the map of Purgatory. Yes, team number 5 will arrive on the area of Forge as they have exited an initial fight, and definitely that was a good decision from their side.
Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, towards the side of Forge, they made a lot of sound as they entered this position. But at the same time, I want to see the overall map and check where teams have actually landed themselves, because that's the most important thing right now. This is a very, very big map. As I said, no matter how far you are, you're still close. No matter how close you are, you're still far away. Red Woo on the other side, if we had a sniper, I know the story would have been different. It's going to be Soulbreakers who have been tagged at this point of time. Looks like there's no backup for him. So it's important for them to push right now and take that kill, or else they're going to group themselves, and that's going to be Soulbreakers trying to attack the side of Team Cartoon Network, which is pretty much possible any second soon.
Yeah, definitely, as some backup is always needed when you have your team standing strong with you. But you talk about some good scouting from the side of Team SB. Yeah, that is what they are holding right now for Team Soulbreakers. Well, yes, previously in the map of Bermuda, I think so they got eliminated around that 5th or 6th position when it was about the last circle, and there were 9 teams standing strong with 2 players or 3 players. So definitely the teams are also focusing on all their players surviving in a map like Bermuda. When it's about the vehicle, with the vehicle they were trying to exit, but the Cartoon Network, they won't be allowing that, as now the vehicle has already been busted.
Absolutely, but the resources are also being burned from the side of Team Cartoon Network. They have to watch out for that as well. Team Legend Style coming in close proximity towards the side of the Guardians. It looks like the big bulls are going to lock horns any second soon. I'm able to see that, the Guardians, they initiated the fight, took down, one player and confirmed him as well, as the first blood will be going in the name of Team TG. And look at the name of the person who's already initiated it. That's going to be Kutua. And I do believe that, he's done an amazing job for the team.
That is the guy, the MVP
Yeah.
of the map #1. This is the player from the side of the Guardians you always have to look out for. Getting the first frag of the game, the first blood on the map of Purgatory. And yes, the Guardians are ready and all set for this map too. Yes, they're near about the area of Quarry and the Marble Works blue tier loot. We saw one of the teams going for that. I think so, if I'm right. That was team #4 on the area of Marble Works. So yeah, some initial fights would also land perfectly for them if they make the rotations from the north. Talking about Team Ellis, yes, they'll be losing out Kure to Team TG as they move forward for the next bridge. And
Quetta.
yes, a good decision from their side that they are going for the main island.
Absolutely, but at the same time, thank you so much for letting me know. It's Quetta coming in from their side. He's one of those boys who play really well. So, yes, that is going to be the name. That's going to be the correct pronunciation, Bridul. Finally, it's going to be Quetta coming into the play. He's leading the team from the front. That initial, I really like the patience over there, right? They saw a person come in. They immediately didn't go to shoot him, right? They wanted him to land and hold a position where he's not going to move much. And that is when they landed the shots and made sure that the whole team is firing shots so that the confirmation comes in quickly. And the zone taking a northeastern shift, giving Ski Lodge as well as Moat House in the circle. That is where you would want to be. But the open side above the peak is where you'll have to watch out for, because this open field battles can be pretty dangerous for every single team. Team FF on the other side are taking a rotation, making sure that they take control of the fields, the open fields, as we were speaking about, in this map is where the most dangerous ones are. But at the same time, the hard cover inside the side of fields can give you the right kind of opportunity to strike. It's going to be Backhawk in the crosshairs of FF. It looks like, LS is pretty much in a lot of trouble at this point of time, as he's going to be chased behind, and it's going to be the two-wheeler which is trying to run away and being in a safe position. So Legend Styles not playing the usual way what they play, are holding a very vulnerable spot. Let's see what's going to happen from here on.
Yes, exactly. And when you're going to talk about Cartoon Network, Team 5 Mutants is going to land around them. And Arka, we are perfectly seeing how the shots would land from the Woodpecker. The DMRs always coming into the chance. And when it's the longest map of the game, you need to have your hands on the sniper rifles and the DMRs. And now Walid trying some shots with the ACAT would land one or two shots, but definitely 5 Mutants, a decision coming in from their side that they should go up for a good ridge fight, a good height advantage, but they don't know that they have team #12 already waiting on that spot.
Absolutely. I really want to see how they'll be able to counter strategize this, because the uphill battle always seems to go wrong with the teams on the bottom. I don't know how they'll be strategizing that. FF on the other side, it's going to be Fab5 who has to do a job over here, who has to make sure that they make a statement. I don't know how that is going to turn out. For now, we are able to see that it's going to be Sajid doing the damage at the initials. He has done the damage against CN, if I'm not wrong. That's going to be team number 12. Is going to be No Chance. I'm so sorry. So they are doing the damage over there. Grenades are being cooked from the opposite side. This is not the spot for 5 Mutants to be at this point of time, because anybody from the open tries to tag them, then they're going to be sandwiched. It's going to be Sajid trying to push in. It's going to be Shira, who's already ready with that melee. He's going to be holding that position. He knows that he has to throw grenades at the right position from the off angle. Zed has done the damage with the FAMOS. Does almost take down 2 players of that team, but Two-Face also has come in a bit more closer. Let's see what's going to happen as grenades are being thrown from the side of 5 Mutants.
Yes, now 5 Mutants engaging in 2 fights back to back, as now Team No Chance would arrive. I have some or the other positions in my mindset that No Chance would definitely be having a great chance of taking a Boya in this match, as I already predicted it before this match started. Moving forward to the fights that they are going to take, P90 is coming into the game. So definitely this weapon has once again came into use as soon as you saw Wukong once again come into the play. Skylar getting used more than Chrono, more than the glue walls. And Skylar is that one agent where most of the teams are looking for that ability.
Yeah, at the same time, look at how 5 Mutants have actually chased back the side of No Chance, right? This was the position being held by No Chance. All they had to do was put up some glue, grenades in front of them so that, they can come in and do the job. But ultimately, No Chance come in from an off angle where they feel that, they can do the initial damage against the side of 5 Mutants. 5 Mutants are holding a very good spot for now. If they get into hard cover, they do not have to worry about anything else. Two-Face at the verge of getting swiped off. It does get into cover at the right time, will be revived, and the resources being burned from the side of 5 Mutants. It's going to go completely wasted, as there's going to be a man revived, as well as 5 Mutants will be looking forward for farming inside that hard cover.
Yes, exactly. And when there's also UAV drone present near about that area, team number one, there is going to be five mutants. They have to be quite aware about how they go forward and move forward in this game. Using the treatment guns, the HP that they have lost, definitely they are going to look out for that HP to get to retain that HP. Moving forward for the next zone, yes, only 1 minute remaining as already we see only one player lost in this match. Yes, the Pakistan region, they are changing those strategies. Yes, they're going for survival.
Absolutely, but at the same time, I'm looking forward to see how the other teams are going to counter strategize, because we have been seeing that the strategies are pretty much visible for every single team. So from the previous group stages itself, we're able to see that, homeworks are being done by everybody else. No chance on the other side. Playing it really clever is what I would like to say, because ultimately they do understand that, there's no necessity for us to try to right now to rush in towards the 5 mutants, because we still have zone control. On the other side, above the side, towards the side of ski lodge, we're able to see it's going to be invisibles in close proximity with the side of DP. That's going to be that's going to be the team which is always at the tip of my tongue. For now, I'm going to forget the name. It's going to be the push coming in from the side of Invisible. It's not like they're going to have a good time. Raptor, Godzilla, and Sami. I can see that Sami is right now being tagged. Godzilla as well. It's going to be Sami holding that position. He's got that Max 7 in his hand. How well we'll be able to use it is going to be the bigger question. It's going to be Demon's Pride. Pride being questioned from the side of Invisibles. Let's see what's going to happen from here on.
Well, yes, as Sami goes down from the side of Demon's Pride, falling down to that was a good spot. But yes, they were not able to handle it. As now, he will have his teammates to revive him. No, he won't have them. As yes, he is in the open, spotted by the DMRs. Oh, no. A third party coming in from the side of 5 FABS. As now, we have 3 teams engaging on the ski lodge.
Absolutely, glue walls are being burnt at this point of time. Wonky has not anything left, so he's going to be falling back. That gives an opportunity. That's a blessing in disguise for the side of Team DP to pick up Sami, which they will be doing successfully as well. So from here on, I know that the Invisibles will be feeling a little sad that the resources got burned for no reason. But at the same time, Invisibles on the other side also have a location of 2 teams at this point of time. One is going to be DP as well as FF. The zone is still favoring the side of Ski Lodge. So let's see what's going to happen from here on. Team number 4 has the best bot in the house, and that's going to be the FF5 team.
Well, yeah, that is, as you said, one of the best spots right now in this zone. But Turka, we are already coming down to the 3rd zone and only 1 player getting out of this match. Moving forward, the next warning is going to come as Invisibles are still holding their position. Demon's Pride taking a good decision, but on the other side, you see the grenade going in perfectly. And yes, if that grenade connects, the first knock will be coming in for their side. But look at Team SB not giving a single chance. Soulbreakers are right now breaking each and every barrier that they can. They are eliminating the players of Team Hotshot. Hotshot was simply trying to enter the circle, but yes, they won't be allowing it. Moving forward to the next zone, Team Soulbreakers also need to go to the next zone, but they have Pak Pirates against them, as Pak Pirates are closely available to the zone. There comes the DMR shot from Katak as Invisibles alone goes down. Moving forward, some good, once again, some good shots coming in from those LMGs as Invisibles are once again back on their HP and once again back to their performance. Only 30 seconds would remain. There is going to be T number 9 arriving near about their area. Park Pirates simply entering the next zone. T number 5 is also kind of available on the left-hand side. Well, as we talk about Team Hotshot, they have entered the circle perfectly.
Absolutely, but at the same time, I want to see how Invisibles will be able to do it. At one point of time, I thought it's going to be 2 people falling to their death, but it's going to be somehow, healing themselves up with the treatment gun as well, the right kind of ammunition. But at the same time, DP right now being taken down from the side of Soul. It's going to be Soulbreakers, and the push coming in from their side was really, really good. I did not expect them to come in so hard. It's going to be the side of DP right now suffering as Raptor is trying to hold that position and try to make it all happen. It's going to be grenades being cooked up. Khatam on the other side. I don't know whether what was his name exactly? Okay, Katak on the other side was almost getting taken down. It's going to be Sibils who's going to be pushing forward, taking down another player. 3 players down from 1 man. The last man standing has a lot of job to do. Let's see whether Sibyl will be able to land his final bullet over there and pick up all 3 kills in his name. But at the same time, let's not forget that, Godzilla is right now hiding behind a sofa, and that is where, they would want to be. Godzilla takes down, Hunter with a melee, and also confirms this as well. Godzilla at this point in time, pretty vulnerable. I think somebody has landed a shot against him. No, he's not. He's still holding that position. He's still trying to do his best. He's putting up some, melee shots over here behind the glue wall. Wants to take down more players. Hunter putting him to an end, and that is going to be the end of Soulbreakers, if I'm not wrong. Or Soulbreakers picking up 3 kills in their name. But at the same time, I do believe that one team got eliminated.
Yes, definitely. It is going to be the side of the enemy team, but Arka Hunter became the suicide bomber for the squad of team Soulbreakers. As he went in with that grenade, he knocked himself too. But yes, he took 3 kills. There comes a flying grenade on Bilal. Never expecting it. He would be going down, as that was a perfect grenade coming in from their side, but no. LS would also eliminate Team Alpha at the 11th spot. Hotshot once again coming down in the fights. 5 mutants just busy with the DMR shots.
Yeah, absolutely. Team TG on the other side is in the sniper towers, a very, very vulnerable spot at this point of time. They have to watch out. Invisibles on the other side are also holding the wrong spot. FF on the other side, the team which look like, they'll have a very good opportunity right now, losing players, as well as they'll be challenged by the zone any second. So they have picked up a frag for themselves. The second one coming in the hands of Sybil. Look at that. He picks up 2 to 3 more frags. Quarter kill coming in his name. But at the same time, I do believe that he might get taken down. And I do believe on the other side, it's going to be the side of Team TG, who's still not stopping himself. One last man standing and showing one man doing all the job for the team. So let's see how things will turn out, as 5 mutants are right now dominating this game of the Purgatory, and I do believe that they have a chance, a very, very good chance of picking up this booyah.
As we move on with some more fights, we see Vegeta getting a kill confirmation by the MP5K, and yes, these SMGs also coming in handy for the players on the map of Purgatory. Zed with the Groza getting all the damage that he wants, confirming those kills for the team of No Chance. And now, I think so, No Chance would be the one surviving in top 5. Moving forward, 5 FABs are now the new kill leaders, as they're picking all the fights on each and every side. When it's about north, east, south or west, they would look out for that. They're just going for kills, but no, the last is surviving from 5 FABs. Already spotted and yet confirmed. The melee coming into play, yes, he would be taking a lot of damage as coming from the other side. But Pak Pirates, Nikki MG with the last shot from M1887. Another player out of the match, and now we have only 6 teams and 11 players surviving.
Absolutely. LS left out with just 2 players. They are trying to survive this as much as possible. Team DG left out with 1. Look at that. 6 teams still alive, but just 11 players. It looks like NC is the only team which has man advantage to all 4 men standing. So everybody will be trying to concentrate their firepower against them. On the other side, it's going to be Kari gets taken down from the side of Team LS. Pirates on the other side have understood that they have to make it inside the circle. Team LS, 1 man with that vehicle trying to rotate around, take down as many players as possible. 3 teams is going to be in the circle at this point of time. LSKK 18 on the other side, he's rotating around, taking advantage of that vehicle. He doesn't want to get taken down easily, but at the same time, the zone might do the damage against him at this point of time. Yes, he gets knocked out because of the zone and will be giving up his life as well. So eliminated is going to be that one player. Pak Pirates on the other side also gets taken down. No Chance, the team which we never thought will be making it, are almost on the verge of securing this booyah in their name.
Moving forward, we can also see No Chance always busy picking up those fights, as now it's a 1 versus 4 for them. Psych already out of the zone, behind the glue wall, getting some shots, getting a knock on Shira 2K, but yes, he would be eliminated by the zone. And that's a booyah you get from the side of Team No Chance on the map of Purgatory.
Absolutely, a very good gameplay coming in from their side. I did not expect No Chance to be playing in over here so well, because yeah, you did. This point, I have to say, you said No Chance will have an opportunity to secure it in the map of Purgatory, and looks like you're absolutely correct in this case. I mean, I do believe that predictions are coming out true at this point of time, but on the other side, I want to see what the positions of the other teams are, because No Chance in the previous game were holding the 2nd or the 3rd position, so they will have a very good opportunity from here on to to make sure that they put some more points in the table. So all these things said and done, I want to see the position of team LS as well, because the 2 times I watched for it, it looks like things have not gone in their way.
Definitely, and team no chance. They have the perfect rotation near about the Brasilia. As I said, this is one of their strongest map. They have a chance, and definitely giving no chance to the enemy teams. They'll be getting that Boya on the map of Purgatory.
Absolutely, very, very well played for them as well. But at this point of time, I'm looking forward to see how Cartoon Network and the Guardians will be thinking, because these are the two teams which somewhere we felt that one is going to be the trump card, the other one, after securing the Booyah in the first game, they'll be looking forward for consistency. But ultimately, they got taken down ruthlessly. But at the same time, Soulbreakers, when they started to pick up the pace, that is when they got taken down. So these are the small things to point out. But at the same time, we did see one Grenadier not only grenaded himself but also took down a player with him. Such kind of small mistakes still happening in the map, in the chapter of Pakistan, seems to not go in their favor. So yes, the map wise scorecard can tell a different story altogether. But what do you think? The tables would have turned, with the bottoms of the table would have come on the top in this game?
Kind of some situations will change in the map of Purgatory. Situations have changed in the map of Purgatory. Moving forward, this is where the deal breaker, right? Always coming in the middle of maps with total decimation, that we know as Bermuda and Kalahari having some passive gameplay. But when you talk about the Pakistan region, this time they have been performing passively, as now once again we see the team getting the Booyah only have 19 points in their hands. So definitely not getting the amount of kills, because the kills are getting divided between each and every team. Team no chance is there at the hashtag one spot. Being consistent in the top 5, definitely they are going to play a good gameplay throughout this day. Legend Style Esports, yes, you predicted them, and definitely they have outperformed themselves too. 9 points at the second position with 4 kills. They'll be there. And if you talk about Pak Pirates having 8 total points on the positioning, 3 kill points, they have a total of 11 points at the third place.
Absolutely. The Guardians and the 5 Mutants, with no chance, the 3 teams on the top of the table, were there at the previous time as well. But this time we have Legends Tide slowly picking up their pace, coming to the second position with 9 rank points and 4 kill points is a good thing to see. And Park Pirates also picking up a pace. So the bottoms of the table, it looks like 1 or 2 teams are still going to be there, and they'll be, trying to do their best over there. They'll be trying to come into the path of redemption, because they do understand that 2 maps have not gone in their way. So the next map, the map of Kalahari, they'll be looking forward to make sure that they pick up more points in their name. But at the same time, it's going to be the point where it's going to be half of the day being confirmed. It's going to be Team Hotshots again holding the bottom position. 5 FABS as well is over here. Cartoon Network seems to be over here as well. Demon Prides and Team Alpha again going down with 0 points within themselves. So not a good start for these teams. But do you really think that these teams will be able to fight back in the map of Kalahari? Because the teams on the top, it looks like they're not going to stop themselves, because 2 times consistency has been the key for them.
Not a good day, not a good day indeed for the side of Cartoon Network, getting 7 points from both matches. Yes, they would be able to fight back, but Team Alpha, we need a change from their strategy, because right now they are having 0 points from all the 2 matches they have played. Demon's Pride, they have picked them some good points on the map number 1. Yes, they can lose out on 1 or 2 maps, but not more than that, because you have only 12 chances. And when you are in the final of this chapter, you are in the final game, you are in the end game, as we say, definitely you have to put your best hard work in each and every match. Seeing the amount of kills each and every team is acquiring, the amount of time they're surviving, definitely it's a hard one. When you have around 7 to 18 surviving in the last circle, how can you fight for your position is how you perform in all the games.
Yeah, but at the same time, one good thing which I'm able to see as of now is going to be the way other teams are going to fight it out. Because ultimately in the Pakistan region, we're able to see the teams which are actually going back to the original instance of actually decimating team, trying to push in and finish that fight, seems to continue to dominate. It looks like the Pakistan chapter, few teams are trying to play like how teams played in the Nepal chapter, right? They're not used to playing such defensive gameplay. They're only good at being a little aggressive. I'm speaking about specifically in this tournament, right? The Pakistan teams have been successful only when they've been aggressive. So I'm wanting to see how much more aggression can be brought in from the side of the Pakistan, teams, because ultimately that has been the key to success for them. So in the next map, We can expect a lot of skirmishes. We can expect a lot of initial clashes. If does that happen, the teams on the bottom can actually make it on the top.
Well, yes, it's about the Kalahari map that we are going to begin before the break goes live. Definitely, it is the Kalahari map with all the aggressiveness that you have on the map of Kalahari, the sand dunes, the mountains, the grenades always coming into the play because you have some close range fights and the grenade would always
Yep.
help you. But we have not seen the grenade launchers coming in till right now. Well, let's see if that is going to help the teams on the map of Kalahari. Moving forward, we saw some amazing performances from No Chance. The first map landed right in your favor, while the second map landed good for me. But moving forward, what is going to be a prediction for the map number 3? Who is going to be the team that you are going to look out for?
Close range battles. Obviously, Demon's Pride is really good. 5 Mutants are really good. At this point of time, I'll be looking forward to see which team. I do believe I don't know why I still have to choose the same team, but I think the Guardians will be able to pick it up the third time.
Mhm. Yeah,
Probably.
I think
It's going to
the
be the
Guardians
Guardians.
were also my choice. The Guardians were also my choice for this match because it is one of their strongest maps. I said No Chance has a stronghold on Purgatory. They got a boy in this map. The Guardians have a great and and one of the best strongholds on Kalahari. They land near about
Yep.
Refinery. Then the rotations near about Refinery. The zones are always landing right. And yes, the Guardians for sure they are going to be they are in the top 5. But I don't know how they are going to get the boy in this map. The second choice for me is going to be Team Alpha in this match because they have been
Yep.
pretty much consistent on the map of Kalahari, getting 0 points in the first 2 games. This can be a game breaker and a day changer for the side of Team Alpha.
Somewhere, the second team for me is going to be the side of Legend Style itself, because they're slowly picking up the pace. We saw that in the second map they've come to the
Second
second
map, yeah.
position. Now in the third map they can actually pick up the pace and try to jump into the first spot itself. So I'm looking forward for Legend Style to perform this well in the third map of the day. It's going to be the map of Kalahari. We can expect a lot of changes coming in over here. We can expect few teams to actually come in and get those initial clashes, because ultimately if you hold Refinery for a long time, you will have the higher chances of making into the final circle. So until and unless the zone has a different story to say, we can expect games to go really well. Mridul, on the other side, where do you think the final circle is going to form when it comes to the map of Kalahari? Because every single time it seems like Kalahari has been betraying me when it comes to the final circle.
Refinery or Bayfront, I still have a 50-50% chance between this. Refinery or Bayfront is going to be my answer for sure because these are the two
Refinery and
positions that I
Bayfront.
always look out for.
I'm hoping to see it somewhere near Sub or Santa Catrina, or probably towards Command Post on the southern side of the map, southern eastern
Command
side
post,
of
yeah.
the map.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that
Command
is
post
where,
can happen.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but one final circle which I've still not seen and enjoyed is going to be the side of Mammoth, right? Because you have that bones over there, which can actually play a very, very crucial role for you. You have a high ground, low ground advantage as well. So that is where, I'll be happy. I'll have a big smile on my face in case I see a final circle happening at the side of Mammoth. But all these things said and done, let's see where the final circle is going to ball, which team is going to be, doing well, as we'll be stepping in. The next map is going to be the map of Kalahari. For those who have come in new to this stream, guys, we're playing the third map of the day. It's going to be the map of Kalahari. After this, we're going to be having 3 more maps, and that is going to be the map of Bermuda, Purgatory, and Kalahari yet again. So yeah, all these things said and done, Bridul. One last question for you before we step into the map of Kalahari. How are you enjoying the Pakistan chapter so far?
So far, Pakistan chapter is once again changing their strategy as they're always unexpected. Now they're being passive in each and every game. We saw in Bermuda, we saw in Purgatory, surviving with all the 4 players, not entering in those fights, fall backing and retreating from the fights. Well, this is not the Pakistan region that I saw, but definitely we are up for some more changes, some more new strategies on the map of Kalahari as we begin with the sand dunes, the mountains, Refinery in front of our screens. Yes, this is, ladies and gentlemen, day number 1 of the Pakistan chapter finals and the map number 3 going right now live in front of your screens.
Absolutely, day number one, map 3, Pakistan finals. This is World Esports Cup presented by Infinite Smartphone in association with India Today Gaming, and the flight path going right to the center of the map over Refinery. Shrines is where the blue zone is going to be. A lot of loot is what you'll be finding over there. For now, it looks like 2-3 teams are actually trying to push their luck to go towards the side of Refinery, and it's going to be Demon's Pride holding that position. Towards the side of Mammoth is going to be no chance. Towards the side of the sub is going to be Cartoon Network. FF5 FABS are dividing themselves towards the side of Maze and towards the western side of Refinery, but it looks like no early skirmishes is coming into play. For now, this is the perfect split of teams I'll be able to see. No team is close proximity with one another, even though the map is not that big. But at the same time, Stone Ridge is the only place which is abandoned at this point of time, and one team is actually pushing with vehicles and probably will be choosing to go there.
Yeah, moving forward, like you predicted, not predicting, but you kind of wanted that the last zone should land about near about the sub or Santa Catarina or the Mammoth, where there's a dinosaur structure with the high ridges and low mountains, right? Definitely, I also want those kind of zones, but right now, not in the meta Urka. Yes, still, I think so. We need to have some optimism, right? The zones can form, some new meta can come on the day we are casting. Oh no, Burial. Yes, the guy was disconnected. For in the open, Atom confirming the first frag for Cartoon Network.
Absolutely, free pickings coming in for the side of Cartoon Network. They'll be happy that, things have gone in their way in the beginning itself. So they'll be looking forward for it. Red Wow on the other side, wanting to see some really good sniper shots coming in from him, or probably an ACAT shots at least, because ultimately he's capable of doing a lot. We saw that in the map of Bermuda. He was able to land 1 or 2 shots. DP on the other side, Godzilla after being tagged, a real bad. He seems like he's falling back. Atom on the other side was a little bit of damage as well. So everybody pretty much knows that, the drop locations need not be challenged in the Pakistan chapter, but ultimately the first zone is more than enough for each of these teams to actually go in for an initial fight. And I do believe that, the team to pick up those fights. Oh, look at this one bad thing coming in over here for the side of the Guardians. They're coming down with just 3 players.
3 players, okay. Some things are kind of changing right now, as yes, one of the players from the side of the Guardians, still we cannot spot him, or is he not there, Aka?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I still don't get it. I think he was the one AFK at that point of time who got taken down, or probably I don't think he's made it into this match.
Yeah, because it was for the side of team Pak Pirates when Burial was offline, and yes, he got taken down. Moving forward, Demon's Pride would be right now picking up some vehicles in the starting of the map, not initiating those fights in the map of Kalahari, where you always get engaged in the early fights. You need to exit them, or either you need to fight them. Talking about the sub, Team Cartoon Network, they got a good initial opening, one of the first tracks of this match, and now it is a fight between Team Hotshot and Team number 9 as they spot on the blue tier loot a team from the side of Virus 33XC.
And I'm looking forward to see how things will turn out from here on, because I'm able to see that the next circle is in the zone is going to be starting to form up and pushing these players in close proximity with one another. That's a challenge coming in from the side of HS towards the team which actually went into the blue tire zone, and they have got better guns when it compared to the side of Team HS. So I don't know whether Team HS is trying to push their luck too much over here, but ultimately, if they're capable of getting those initials in their name, I do believe they have a very good chance. So SB Soulbreakers have a lot of job to do.
Definitely, they have a big job to be handed over to them. Well, with the SKS, Anas would be getting a knob on Scribbles, and that is what the first pick that Team Hotshot will get. Now, Hasu EFC will land himself in his vehicle. He would be rotating in with the player that he has with him. On the other side, we can see that, it is Soulbreakers taking a decision that they won't be here holding this position, as 2 of the players will exit the city of Shrines from that bike.
Yep, let's see how things will turn out as Team HS is looking forward for a fallback as well. So at the same time, towards the side of Refinery, we're able to see that the three man coming in from the side of Guardians is actually trying to come and challenge the side of DP. Demon's Pride is one of those teams, right? So two times they have been challenged and taken down ruthlessly where they had a very good opportunity. So this time they do not want to let go of all those things. So let's see how things will turn out for them. As of now, it's going to be in the crosshairs of DP coming in. It looks like Godzilla wants to fall down and make sure takes the fight, or probably it's that we keep speaking about the discipline which you need to maintain when it comes to your joystick not going towards the favor of Team DP, but at the same time complete attention of DP going towards the side of the Guardians can actually cause them a problem, because ultimately from behind a backstab is pretty much inevitable and it can come any second soon. Was that a treatment gun or a treatment rifle coming into game? I don't know, but yes, it has done the job for the team. FF on the other side takes down a player and also confirms him. And 5 Mutants have lost their first player of the day. And let's see, first player of this map, and let's see how they'll be able to counter-strategize that.
Yes, exactly. And moving forward, team number 6 taking a decision that is going to be the side of the Guardians, as they already have lost one of their players even before entering this match. They have to move in with only 3 players in their hands, and now taking a decision to enter the area of Refinery. They do know that they would have a team against them, but yes, still taking that decision, that is going to be a good decision for them if they land it perfectly. Look at the side of team Pak Pirates. They were quite close to team number 5 as they were about to enter that area near about the ridges. But still, yeah. So look at Refinery. You have team number 4, team number 5, team number 6, and even team number 12 were trying to enter this area. But yes, still not making up to the marked decisions. A warning coming in for all the teams to be in the circle. Yes, the circle is going to be available for each and every team, but not till the third zone. You have to engage in fights and you need to eliminate your enemies if you are going to the survive. You are going to be the fittest surviving in this Kalahari map.
Yeah, the fight of the fittest have already begun over here. We saw that red on the other side. Oh, it's going to be a Car 98 shot coming in over there. LS Blackhawk is going to be taking a grenade against the side of Hunter. Confirmation could be coming in any second soon in case the second grenade gets connected. All these things said and done, we saw that, finally snipers are coming into play. And I want to see which is that one player who gets taken down. And I really see that, it's going to be vehicles also coming into play as well. It's going to be Civil gets taken down. Blackhawk on the other side will be confirming the kill against Hunter. SP is in a very big trouble. It's going to be Pico dead on the other side, trying to run away probably at this point of time, abandoning his teammates. He wants to make sure that he picks up points for himself as well. But on the other side, we're able to see that, towards the side of LS, they have started to pick up pace. This is the team I've been vouching for. They have picked up 3 frags. Pico on the other side, his vehicle is on fire. He's trying to escape. 1 or 2 more shots towards that vehicle can end that run for them as well. So all these things said and done, let's see how things will turn out for the side of team SP, as Pico, the last man standing pretty much in the crosses of Invisible at this point of time. They're trying to connect shots. They did see him pass in right in front of them, right? So they'll be connecting those shots and it's going to be easy for them as well. But inside the blue zone is where it's going to be holding and hiding as much as possible. The zone going a little northern shift, it could be a point of concern for the teams going in towards the side of Mammoth or the southern side of the map. Let's see how that rotation is going to come in.
Still not much of a time available for him to hold those positions, because definitely the next circle would be arriving in the next 40 seconds. 5 Mutants planning some good shots from the M249 as Harshu. Roman, why didn't he move from his position? As now with the M249 we are going to see some frags coming. I was missing this weapon definitely, and now see that spray, all the bullets connecting on that pretty vehicle, and now that vehicle is no more in the game. Getting a peek on the side of Team Demon's Pride while it taking a lot of HP damage. Yes, he'll be coming back to his cover.
Absolutely, but at the same time, on the other side, we're able to see that with the Parafil as well. So DMRs are being the meta over here in the map of Kalahari for the Pakistan chapter. We're able to see that they are trying to connect as many shots as possible. Pushes are coming in to make it inside the circle as well. As we had predicted that the zone might go in towards the side of Refinery and Bayfront, it's pretty much close to these two places. So I do believe that, there'll be an opportunity for them. Invisible on the other side. Oh, what a grenade coming in. Hamza gets taken down. And I do believe that, a confirmation also came in as well. So TA on the other side, Team Alpha is very vouched that, you know, this team will be something to watch out for. Afan, the last man standing, is getting tagged pretty badly over here. 33 HP is what he's left out with, and he's picking up as many players as possible with all 3 men standing. Now let's see whether Team Alphas will be able to bounce this back. Team HS on the other side coming in from behind, but Team Alpha gets completely eliminated with 1 man rushing in with that AC-80 doing the damage against them.
Moving forward with all the DMR damages that we are seeing, the grenades are also coming into play as Bad Sunny was offline. He will also get eliminated. The Guardians facing a lot of disadvantages by the network, but yes, Curry still won't stop with his DMR power as he picks up 1 more frag for the team. Invincibles gets one of the first frag as Wally gets a kill confirmation from the Max 7, but now they have 2 teams around them, 1 on the right and 1 on the left. They are in a bad situation as Anas is also going to take a lot of damage. Okay, there goes the landmine as Team Alpha will get the first frag on Invincible.
Absolutely, but at the same time, let's not forget that Team Alpha was out of this game. They had put that landmine way before they got taken down. So that seems to have gone against the side of Invisibles. So Team Invisible at this point of time, Wally healing up as quickly as possible. The zone seems to be favoring the side of Refinery and coming in a little to the eastern or the southern side itself. So the teams holding the side of Refinery or the top ridges of Refinery or the high grounds of Refinery will have a very, very good advantage of taking the Booyah in the name. So let's see where that is going to happen. Team HS on the other side, they're wanting Invisibles to actually push in towards them, and that is when they can take them down. Pirates are also in close proximity towards the side of No Chance. Let's remind viewers that No Chance was the team to pick up the Booyah in the previous game. Right now being challenged from the side of Pirates. Let's see whether they'll be able to survive this as Shika trying to put in some grenades and push in. So let's see how things will turn out for the side of Pirates. Oh, good grenade coming in from the side of Shika, takes down Mickey. A push comes in. Confirmation also happens over here. Shira, I'm so sorry, is doing the damage, leading the team from the front. Goes in a bit more closer. Pirates on the other side are falling back at this point of time. Shira gets taken down because of Jack's Max 7, and I do believe that he'll be looking forward to confirm it, which is highly impossible at this point of time. He takes down another player, if I'm not wrong, but ultimately Pak Pirates gets eliminated. It's going to be 5 mutants on the other side doing the damage against them and being a blessing in disguise for the side of Team DP.
Yes, Demon's Pride, definitely they had a good spot, but now all of the teams will have to leave the main area of Refinery and come down in the open, where Team 5 Mutants, they have one of the best platforms available, and they making a use of it, they would be getting a lot of kills. Talking about Team Ellis, as we can see, Team Ellis, Legend Style Esports are also getting a lot of frags, and now Demon's Pride will get eliminated as Cartoon Network will have the last frag on them. No chance. Zed with a great Car 98 headshot will get a knock on 5 frags.
Absolutely. Look at this. Oh, Zed on the other side showing how things can be done in a close range battle. Ultimately, it was 19, damage is 19 HP is what he was left out with. Ultimately, that close range battle. It looks like the snipers are trying to make a statement over here, but ultimately, they're not able to do it in a long range battle. No Chance on the other side have a long journey ahead before they make it inside the circle. 5 mutants on the other side with 3 men standing. Two-Face is still alive, one of those men who needs to unleash himself in this game. If he does do it, then that can be a good opening. Invisibles on the other side being gatekept by the side of Team HS could be a point of concern for them as well. But for now, where did Team LS go? Are they still in this game or eliminated? It's going to be the bigger question, because 8 teams are pretty much still alive and 21 players standing.
Yes, exactly. As we move forward with the 4th zone already coming to an end, we see a warning as we just heard the siren for this very circle. The circle has already started to close in. Most of the teams trying to enter the circles with the perfect spoils, but yes, it is not always possible. Look at that ridge. Now the ridge has got the best advantage for the side of team number 11, but not for a long time, as the next circle, they don't know if that circle will come into their hands because of the hardships that we are always seeing. Look at the DMR, the AC-80 coming into the play for INV. Wally getting some good knocks on the side of Team No Chance. No chance. They have no chance to enter the next circle. As Vegeta was spotted by Legend Style, and yes, Legend Style will eliminate them in style. Now we see Legend Style Esports getting kills, back-to-back kills. 5 mutants also making the play right. But now Team Cartoon Network looks pretty bad with the situation that they have right now.
not only Cartoon Network, it's going to be 5 mutants as well, right? Because they are pretty much outside the circle. They're trying to challenge everybody else. 13 seconds is all they have to make it inside the circle. Invisibles on the other side are pretty much close to the circle, so they are also pretty safe. But on the other side, team number 11, and I do believe that team number 11 has the team which is pretty much close to the circle is going to be the Invisibles. Yeah, so team number 6 is also over there. That's going to be the Guardians, also holding a very good spot in the house. They're just 2 men standing. We can expect somebody to push in against them as quickly as possible. Yeah, and then eventually 5 mutants get eliminated. Team LS have a long journey inside the circle. They are being tagged at this point of time. KK18 getting eliminated and also cleared out of this game. Team LS will be burning a lot of resources. They will have to survive this game. Cartoon Network on the other side becomes a blessing in disguise over here. Takes down Invisibles. Wally, the last man, standing over here as well. LS have to make it inside the circle as Cartoon Network, with 2 men standing, have a lot of job to do against the side of Team LS.
Yes, exactly, and we also see that the Guardians is still surviving with one of their players, Dari, playing it right. And there goes a grenade that will do the damage. That's an 8. King 47 gets knocked on side. Alpha gets knocked by the Groza. And now the last player, Kureti, is behind that blue wall, is trying to enter the circle. Yes, he gets a rock cover for himself. But yes, he is going to the last man surviving. Look at the Groza's press incoming. There comes Invincibles from the behind. And Cartoon Network, they won't be surviving as Wally comes down from that ridge. 1 HP remaining for the side of Cartoon Network, and Wally will deal the last blow. Alpha getting out of the game. Now we have the last 3 teams. 1 player surviving from each and every team, and it's a 1 versus 1 between Invincibles, the Guardians, and Team Legend Style Esports with that grenade. Now it's a 1 versus 1 within M1887. The zone is closing. Who is going to win is going to be the question. As Dari lands the last shot, and the Guardians have done it. They have done it with only 3 players what they had. Kari, becoming the MVP for the team. 3 player, and it's a booyah for the side of the Guardians.
Oh, looks like our predictions have come out true yet again, my friend, because this time both of us are vouched for Team Guardians, and as well as, you know, I went in for the side of Team LS as well.
Legend
so
side,
I would have been much more happier to see how things are turned out for the side of Team LS. Over here, we're able to see that, you know, the fights are going to be turning out more intense in the next few matches, because the strategy is coming out to be very simple for most of these teams. Survive until the final circle and make sure then you start decimating. And that has been the key for the side of Team LS as well as the Team TG. So the Guardians are making a statement over here telling that, you know, watch out for us no matter how much man we are standing in the, how much manpower we have in this game. But ultimately, I don't know how to, say this, but yeah, at one point of time, Cartoon Network were pretty much decimating the side of Invisibles. They came up to a position where they could have decimated the whole room, but one man, Wally, from the side of Invisibles came out of nowhere, cleared out the complete squad of, you know, Cartoon Network, and gave an opportunity for the others to secure that booyah.
Exactly, and Wally was that key player for the side of even the Guardians, and even the last player surviving on the other side of the enemy teams, that is Legend Style Esports. Both the teams were waiting that the team would arrive. They have a man advantage. They would be the ones taking that game home. But no, Cartoon Network, even after they had the height advantage, even if after they had the manpower, always the strategies would come into the play. And Kari, making the statement right, he stayed inside that house till the last moment, waiting for the kills. He got the kills in the end. He got 3 frags, and yes, definitely he got a booyah for his team. Even if they had only 3 players, the Guardians will win this one. You know, after the first game, when we predicted 5 teams, Zarka, we said Pakistan is unexpected. What will happen? The least we can expect will happen. But now, from the previous 2 games, we are seeing that the teams that we are predicting are winning those games.
Yeah, absolutely. So that comes up to say that, you know, we are on the right path. So are the teams. As of now, Legend Style will be on the top because they had the maximum number of frags for themselves. They would be the, you know, team on the second position when it comes to the points table, when it comes to placement, but still they'll be on the top with 19 points for themselves. Guardians with 18 points. 3 men doing an amazing job. The team to watch out for in the Pakistan chapter obviously is being the side of the Guardians. Invisibles on the other side slowly making it up. They've got 14 points. Team Hotshots, Cartoon Network, and 5 Mutants, right? So Cartoon Network and Hotshots are the team who have climbed up the ladder from the previous game, but 5 Mutants have been holding themselves in the top 6 from the beginning. So the overall points table, when it's going to be coming up next, that is something to watch out for.
Definitely, the overall points table is also going to be a watch out for us as now we move forward to the second page of the map-wise scoreboard. Before moving forward, Cartoon Network in the third game will arrive in the top six. They were at the seventh spot for the two games back to back, having seven points from each game, but now getting seven rank points from this game and four kills. They'll be having 11 points from this one. Invincible Esports and Team Hotshot coming up, performing a great game throughout this map and definitely getting some good frags for themselves. They'll be at the third and the fourth spot. Moving forward, Team TG performed exceptionally well. Well, they were already with the man at disadvantage as this game started. Even after that, they never lost hope, and yes, they acquired some amazing amount of points.
Absolutely, but I really like the consistency coming in from the side of Five Mutants. They are maintaining an average of 10 or an 8 every single game, and that's the most important for you because most important thing for you because we have been saying that consistency can be the key for the teams. From the bottoms is going to be from the 7th to the 12th position. No chance will be holding that 7th spot with 9 kills. Fab 5 with 4 kills in the name. Soul Breakers on the other side with 3 points. With just it's going to be Pak Pirates this time going on a sad note. Team Alpha and Demon Sprite again getting suppressed with just 1 point. So I do believe that on the bottoms of the table we can find Demon Sprite as well as Team Alpha in the Pakistan chapter by the end of the first 3 games. But ultimately they still have 9 more maps left out, right? So they can do some magic over there, get an average of 15 to 20 in every single maps to get their chance into the top 4 into the final. Soul Breakers on the other side getting suppressed in this game. Only 3 points for them. Fab 5 2 and 2. So again, Fab 5 is not able to maintain momentum, and so is no chance. So what do you have to say about these 3 teams? Team Alpha, Demon Sprite, and Park Pirates.
Well, right now, Pak Pirates, they are the ones that we know they can be aggressive sometimes. And definitely in this
Yep.
match, they had to pay the price for that because that aggression, we saw one of the players was offline. He got spotted by Team Legisstyle Esports. Yes, that was an opening for them as soon as it dropped in. They got the first frag of this game. So definitely, Pak Pirates,
Yeah.
they need to be kind of aware of their situations, what they're playing exactly in which map. But now it's the time that you see the overall scorecard for after the map number 3 has ended for the Pakistan Finals Day number 1. And there we have the Guardians with 48 total points, 31 rank points, and 17 kills for this team.
Yeah, absolutely, but at the same time, it's going to be no chance coming in from the second place, 24 and 18. They have one better kill point than everybody else, due to which they'll be holding that second spot. Right behind them is going to be Legend Style, the team which is trying to be consistent as much as possible. 1 point away from the side from the second position. Team 5 Mutants. This is what consistency can do. Look at that balance of rank points and kill points. 29 points is where they're standing. Team Hotshot and Cartoon Network, even though they were suppressed in one game, it looks like that rank points for them seems to be favoring really well. 25 is what they're holding. So the fourth position is still online, so is the second and the third position. So we have to see which are the teams which have a fighting chance on the sixth position with 25 in their name. For now, we are able to see there's only one team which is concentrating on kill points, and that is going to be no chance, right? Apart from
Yeah.
that, if there is anybody else, that's going to be Guardians and Legend Style with 17 each. But placement points has been the key priority for all those teams, and that is why it's they have 31, 24, 24, 16, 16, and 17 simultaneously for the side of Guardians. No chance. Legend Style, 5 Mutants, Team Hotshots, and Cartoon Network. And I do believe that it's going to be hard for any team to pick up those placement points when these teams are actually picking it up so well.
If even if we are looking over to the overall scorecard, Arka, we can see that there is quite a difference between the third and the fourth position, and that's the difference you need to cover up in one single game. But definitely, if you go forward till the eighth position, there is not much of a difference from 4 to 8. So anything can happen between these 4 to 5 teams. When it's about their position, they need to really fight for it in the next 3 games too, and just be consistent. Because if you have a great head start, if you end up with good amount of points, like 50 to 60 points from a single day, the second day is going to be your test. The test you always need to pass on with, because that is the only chance you're left over with. Soul Breakers is at the 8th position with 20 points, 5 at the 7th position with 24, and after that on the 9th, 10th, and 11th and 12th position, you have Invincible Esports, Park Pirates, Demon Sprite, and Team Alpha.
Absolutely. Team Alpha and Demon Sprite trying, they're still crawling around. They're trying to build up that synergy within the team in the game itself. It looks like something is not going in the way. Pak Pirates, on the other end, rank points is the only ray of hope for them for so far. But the fifth and the sixth position had 25 points for themselves. So the fifth and the sixth, yeah. So the seventh position is 24. So 1 point away. Soulbreakers are 4 point away. As you said, there's not much difference from the fourth position to the eighth position. Everybody still have a fighting chance. In fact, Invisible and Pak Pirates are also still in the race. So till the fourth to the eighth position, every single team still have a very good opportunity for this game. So let's see how things will turn out, ladies and gentlemen. I know that it's a time for us to take a short break, and after the break we're going to be right back. But until then, I want to say this to you guys: make sure that you share it among your friends. The next 3 maps is going to be crucial for most of these teams, so it's important for you to understand this. Bermuda, Purgatory and Kalahari is going to be this schedule for the rest of the day, so make sure you bring in your friends. This is going to be me, Arka and Mridul. We'll be taking a short break. See you on the other side.
Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you. You make me, you
I've been getting out of bed these past few days. Think it's fair to be proud about it. I've quit ordering from all those fast food chains. I'm feeling better, there's no doubt about it. And my days are brighter, my shoulders are so much lighter. Just for a moment there, I thought that there was nothing more to life. I thought about it, wrote a couple songs about it. Just for a moment there, I lost myself. Mind if I be real for a minute? It's almost like everything I feel had a limit. It now gone past. Finding reasons to smile and to laugh, and whenever it's a bad day, music is my band-aid. The other day I turned off all the lights. Spent an hour with my memories, and then I realized it's not all black and white. Like I was colorblind but mentally, yeah. Now my days are brighter, just no longer feeling tight. I don't wear my PJs every day, 'cause I would rather be on site. I thought about it, wrote a couple songs about it. Just for a moment there, I lost myself. Music is my band. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands.
Oh, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After a short break, this is World Esports Cup presented by Infinite Smartphone in association with India Today Gaming. Radio partners is going to be Ishq 104.8, but at the same time, the broadcasting partners is going to be Plutonia. But Mridul, I mean, I was thinking back a little, okay, and I was wondering as to how things can go into the favor of teams on the bottom. See, ultimately, we have understood that the teams on the top are actually playing for placement points and rather
Yeah.
not kill points. So that is something different we're able to see from the Pakistan chapter. What do you have to say about this one change in this meta? Because ultimately we were wanting Pakistan players to go an all-out brawl, and it looks like they're not doing it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, kind of some situations change in the map of Kalahari when you saw only one single player was surviving when it came down to the end zone. Three teams were there in the end circle, and yes, only one single player
Yep.
was there. But yes, if we talk about the whole day that we have seen till now, teams are being passive. To change that strategy, it's all upon them how they work out for each and every position. And yes, this is a chance where they can't lose. So definitely some strategies
Yep.
would be changed, but each and every team going for the same one. Yet I'm so surprised too. But now we have to begin with the second cycle, as now still we have three maps left for the day one. The fourth map, once again, the cycle is going to get repeated as we begin with the Bermuda map right on the corner.
Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, I'm looking forward to see which are the teams which will be initially wanting to pick up some frags, because ultimately,
Yeah.
so far, no team is wanting to challenge one another. It looks like everybody have come under one roof. It's just a speculation. Like, I want to build up a story telling that probably it's like everybody have come into a conference with one another, telling that nobody's gonna challenge us over here. Let's fight it out
Yeah.
when the circle starts to shift. It looks like that, but ultimately, I know that's not the truth. So it's going to be teams not wanting to fight out with one another until and unless the situation demands it, right? So for now,
Yeah.
the teams in the bottom will be looking for a better rotation into the circle, probably trying to get the control of the center circle itself, so that ultimately they'll be able to put some points on the table. But Team
Yeah.
Alpha, a team which played so well in the stages, are right now being suppressed, and that is a bit of a shocker for me.
Yes, exactly. And well, if you talk about the shocks, yes, a lot of shocks are coming right in front of us in this Pakistan chapter as we are exiting with the Pakistan finals day number one. Well, yes, the map number four right now is live in front of our screens as we see the plane path starting from the observatory, going to the Cape Town, dividing the map into that 70-30 ratio, where most of the teams will be going down south. Two teams on the exact plain path area, that is going to be team number 6 near about Cutlistova and Plantation, team number 9 on Observatory, and yes, most of the teams are going down south of that plain path.
Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, let's look at how teams will be planning to go to the side of Sentosa. I know that Invisibles are pretty much wanting to get in towards the side of Sentosa, but look at this team DP towards the side of No Chance. In the beginning, wants a challenge of one another towards the side of Factory, which has been happening. But at the same time, Team TA towards the side of Rimnam Village also, we can expect a fight to start off. So two early spots where we can fight out. We can see that fights can be possible. Team LS on the other side coming in late. They'll be the last team to land. That comes up to say that they have selected a spot which is where no teams is going to come and challenge them. All these things said and done, where do you think the zone is going to end up in this map?
Well, according to me, as soon as I'll get the exact first zone as the 5 minutes will end, it would be too easy to predict it, right? Moving forward, Team Alpha, yes, they'll be losing one of their key important players, but a good trade will come from the side of Izhar, as Izhar is going to deal a lot of damage on the enemy team. Moving forward, we see a good grenade from the side of Team Soulbreakers, as now they already have an opening on the bullseye where they have an initial fight with team number 4, Pak Pirates.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, Team SB, this is the team to watch out for in this specific game, because every single time they've got taken down, it's going to be Sybil who has done the damage, who's carried the team forward. But at the same time, Hunter is also one of the players to watch out for. We have been seeing that, Team SB is capable of doing something more. Soulbreakers did break a lot of bones, did carry a lot of kills for themselves. So this time they'll be looking forward for a comeback, because ultimately, if they don't do it now, by the end of the day, tomorrow when they start off, every single map is going to be a do or die situation for them. So on the other side, we're able to see that Team NC, No Chance on the other side, are doing a very, very good job when it comes to the overall points table, holding the top 2 position. If they continue to dominate for the rest of the 3 matches, that will be something they'll be looking forward for. But in case they're not choosing to do so, but tomorrow the story is going to remain the same for all these teams. strategies, because the teams on the top have to continue domination, or else the teams on the bottom will start to pick up pace, and tomorrow everything is going to start from zero yet again.
And yes, exactly. They need to learn those facts. They need to just work upon those facts, right? Moving forward, it is going to be 5 mutants. They have been performing aggressively in all the 3 maps. They have been getting kills. They are being consistent. And that is how they need to perform throughout the day, right? Well, we have seen after the ad breaks and after a break that we get after all the 3 maps are over, most of the teams, they change their strategy. When they are being aggressive, now they go for passiveness, they go for more positioning points, or if they were so passive with only and only positioning, they go for the aggressive kills. But yes, moving forward, once again, the Pakistan region being slow in the map of Bermuda. Only 3 frags till now. Well, yes, only 4 minutes have comments in the map of Bermuda as we see, but more 13 seconds, so that we get the perfect idea of how exactly the zone is going to close in. Because you have asked me a question, right, Arka, that where is the zone going to land? According to me, as soon as I get a first zone, I would be having a clarity in my mind that where exactly will the zone land.
Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, trying to predict it beforehand is something, it's going to be a little bit of fun, right? So I'm going to allow the audience to catch up to this fun. Where do you think the final circle is going to fall, and which team do you think is going to be remaining in the final circle itself? From the beginning, we can expect most of them to be the center of the circle, but ultimately right now we can see from the side of graveyard, SB is trying to fall into the arms of death, is what I would like to call it, because nobody's there at observatory. I did see some team actually going towards the side of observatory. Probably they have taken rotation away from it, and due to which nobody's going to challenge SB over here. Probably it was the previous game and a little bit of a dilemma, but the zone, look at that shift coming in. For the first time ever, I'm able to see a southern eastern shift completely favoring the side of Sentosa. In case the circle falls in towards the side of Sentosa, Invisibles can actually distribute themselves amongst this place and make sure that they decimate teams as they make it either through zip lines or through the bridges. Let's see whether that's going to be the same. Team LS is having the best spot as well, with towards the side of Cape Town. Towards Electric, we have Team NC. DP are holding that ridge towards the side of Kotatua, not that spot to be, because we are able to see that in the Indian chapters as well, the team which holds that position will be on the verge of decimated by any other team, because they'll be taking advantage of that ridge in their favor. But ultimately, it's going to be DP versus 5 mutants, which could be visible at this point of time.
Urka, to correct that statement vaguely, Team DP is holding that spot too early for this map, right? Because right now,
Exactly.
we know that the zone is going to come exactly there. The circle already has a hard shift. So now there are going to be some central shift to the circle where it's formed on the southern eastern side. Yes, that statement is correct, because right now, too early to arrive on that spot, you are going to be targeted by each and every team who are looking out for rotations. As they want your spot, they are going to flag out on your position. Well, team number 5 is also looking out to arrive on the perfect position where Demon's Pride is holding. And yes, that's an open, right, Arka? Even if you are having edges available to you, still there won't be a lot of advantage you would be getting out of that, because most of the teams would be busy fighting on Pochinok, Factory, or either on the southern ridge of Peak. They won't be arriving till the area of Kotatua, and that's where you need to look upon the island of Sentosa, get some zip lines, have a fight in the initial stages, and then come back to your position.
Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, I'm looking forward to see who will be actually doing such kind of strategies, right? Because ultimately, those people who come in and watch these streams happening, who to do the homework, will have an opportunity. But Team HS on the other side wants to take that fight initially. They have come very, very close to the opposite teams, and that's going to be, Cartoon Network versus 5 mutants, which is going to be starting off with the support of Team HS as well. Team HS have already picked up a frag. They want to rush in as quickly as possible and try to decimate the side of 5 mutants inside. We are able to see that 5 mutants are also coming into their crosshairs. Ajit, the last man standing, will have a lot of job to do. On the other side, the man on his feet, they're going to be decimated and cleared off as quickly as possible. Team HS on the other side, picking up the pace, expecting such things to come in from the side of Pakistan chapter. Cartoon Network from far away have done the third party, picked up some frag. Kings on the other side is able to see that, there's no player over there with the max win. Shots are being exchanged over here. King versus Ashu is what he will be looking at, but King will be getting taken down because of Shahul coming in from behind. I think it's Shawwal coming in from behind and doing the damage. It looks like Team HS is looking more promising, but ultimately a third party coming in from the side of Team NC can do the damage against them. It's going to be 2 men standing.
Whoa!
Let's see what's going to happen.
Well, yes, exactly. As now fights are yet not going to stop. It's a Sika with that ACAD is going to get a knock on team No Chance and No Chance. Validanas is still not going to blow that fight off in a short while as he gets a knock. A good trade coming in from his side as soon as he got picked up. Now, Hotshot will also revive one of their key players as Anas got knocked out. He'll get a revive from his teammate. Moving forward, we also have team number 8 arriving in this fight. So 4 teams on the single spot. This is going to be team Pak Pirates holding the position of team number 12.
But I really want to see how things will turn out. As I see on the other side gets taken on, it's going to be Pak Pirates coming in as a pack of wolves. They want to take down every single player in front of them. They're 3 men standing. They brought Richie, one of the strongest players of the team, out of this game. So it looks like, they're not going to stop themselves. They want to take the fight towards the enemy. HS on the other side. You did not expect a player to be there, but it's ultimately going to be 5 mutants taking down 1 key player of team HS, making each and everybody very, very vulnerable for the late rotation teams, right? We still have LS into the picture, coming into the picture. We still have Invisibles not made it over here. So they'll all have man advantage as well as zone advantage as they'll be pushing it inside the circle. 5 mutants on the other side. They come in slow when it comes to this area. I don't know why they pushed in so hard and lost so many players.
Exactly, and that is what I'm thinking right now, because look at Team Pak Pirates. They had everything right, but now they will be taking they would be having a player down under the bridge, and that's not a perfect spot to hold on for. 2 players coming in for that revive. Man, have some glue balls, because right now at this time, if you don't have the glue balls available, if you don't have the shields available, your position is the baddest position you can be at. But no chance providing a cover to Team Pak Pirates indirectly, but yes, they'll be getting a knock on Team Hotshot.
Absolutely, but at the same time, team No Chance still not stopping after losing a player. They still want to pick up frags. Like, they did fall back from a fight ultimately, but still they're not stopping themselves. They want to pick up as many as possible. So let's see how the chances of them picking this gonna turn out. It's gonna be team number 2 coming in from the other corner. We can see HS after picking up 6 frags in their name. It was Anas, the one man who went out with no kills, but still it looks like they'll be trying to push in their luck a little more harder over here. There's a push coming in from the side of No Chance any given point of time, as well as Pirates against them, but one last man for the side of 5 mutants still being the ray of hope. Let's see how well he'll be able to fight it out, because he has done the damage for sure, but also he knows where the enemy's locations actually are. Team DP also trying to push in against the side of Team DG. This is the fight to watch out for. The Guardians versus the Demon's Pride. Let's see which team will be standing out. As Godzilla's Grenade is being cooked out perfectly, but not placed at the right spot. It's going to be Kutua trying to fall back at this point of time. He is the key player. In case he gets taken on, that could be the beginning of the end for the side of Team Peach.
Well, there comes the parafel from the side of Invincibles alone, as he'll get a kill confirmation on Shira 2K8. And now moving forward, it is going to be the Guardians engaging in a fight against Team Demon's Pride. Demon's Pride, those initial fights are not your cup of tea, where you have lost a lot of points. But yes, Quetta with the first knock on the side of Demon's Pride, as Curry gets the second knock by the M104. There comes the trade on Quetta. Quetta goes down. Now he has to get a revive, as he's already away from the team. Quetta will get a kill confirmation, but now he's waiting for the revive. Curry will land the perfect headshot with the parafel, and now the last player was surviving. Done and dusted by Sev. Raptor out of the game, and that is how Team TG, Team the Guardians will eliminate Demon's Pride at the 11th spot.
Absolutely, but at the same time, I really like the way Demon Pride created. At one point of time, when they took down Quetta, I really thought that, they can actually decimate the squad. But the team gameplay coming in from the side of Team A was really good. Invisibles on the other side, RB silenced at the center of the zone, at the center of the bridge itself. It's going to be LS coming in over here, right? So with the vehicle, look at that punch coming in with the vehicle. So it looks like Invisibles have dealt the damage over here. LS, Blackhawk on the other side. Oh, very good grenade coming in from his side. Is already confirmed 2 as well as damage the others. So LS are left out with just 1 or 2 players to deal with over there. So they'll be trying to push in. They're trying to hold the center of the bridge, and I do believe that they feel that is where the final circle is going to be. Invisibles on the other side are having a very, very bad time, as it's going to be Blackhawk with the grenade doing most of the damage. It's going to be one man jumping off the bridge, getting a lot of damage. It's going to be Nemo, the last man standing. Grenades are being placed right exactly over there, where Blackhawk is going to be confirming this kill yet again. This man turns out to be unstoppable, as Bilal, the last man standing, has gone down the bridge, and the chances of him getting taken down is almost visible on our eyes at this point of time.
like moving forward to our predictions, we can see Invincibles only one player surviving, spotted by Team Legend Style Esports. Invincibles Bilal is going to come into the open, but he will place one more glue ball as the Wukong ability will come into play. There goes the icy grenade throwing down the player. Bilal will get a knock on Blackhawk, not able to confirm that knock. Psych will get the kill confirmation, and there you go. One more team done and dusted. One more team eliminated. That was Team Invincibles at the 10th spot. And now Hotshot, this team number 4, will fire some shots. But yes, still, that's a good spot that they have. Not firing some shots would be a good part to them. Moving forward, the zone would land in the northern side of Kotatua, as now we are seeing some good gross knocks coming from the side of 5 FABS.
Yeah, but Team LS is on the other side of the island, right? So they'll have to be making it inside the circle. I really want to see who's going to be able to gatekeep them at the bridges. For now, it's going to be FAB5 still getting taken down. Ruman, the last man standing, is trying to go in for revival, but ultimately the shot being fired from the opponents can actually weigh out to be some more better. Team GG on the other side, ruthless gameplay coming in from their side. Roman gets taken down. Wish, the last man standing, with just 5 to 7 HP left out, is healed himself. That's going to be the Wukong capability coming in over there, and that's the only way most of these players are playing out. Wukong being the meta when it comes to WEC. This is something good to watch. At DG on the other side, the Guardians having a very good advantage, but Vegeta on the other side with that grenade launcher will be putting an end for the side of FF, and this is going to be an intense fight from here on. I've been screaming on the top of my voice. Every single corner we are able to see bodies falling out. 5 mutants, one last man. Shajit is still doing the job for the team.
Well, yes, still landing the things right. As I discussed about the grenade launchers, now the grenade launchers will also come into the prey. 5 mutants, the last player surviving, Sergeant, is going to have 2 kills with him, a UMP in his hands, and some more movements up for waiting. And as we move about the next zone, only 50 seconds remaining. It is the time that Team 8, 9, and 10 decide that if they have to move to the zone, this is the perfect moment that they can deal out for. Moving forward, getting some shots from the side of team number 10, Team Legend Style Esports. They have a good spot, but no, Soulbreakers will break that curse, and there goes the closer. Blackhawk getting spotted, and as soon as he got spotted, done and dusted, decimated from this fight, eliminated from the game. Now we have the last 17s and 19 players. Many more fights upcoming. As Legend Style Esports, they already have 4 kills, but yes, they have lost a player, and now they have to move on, because moving forward, team number 12 is already waiting for them. Team 3 and team 6, they have the perfect spot, and they already have the ridges holding. So I think we were wrong about our statement right now, because the zone in the last hard shifts is totally favoring team number 6, that is Team No Chance, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, at the same time, this is what has been happening from the beginning, right? So the teams which are actually in the zone are getting betrayed every single time. But look at this Quarry on the other side.
Oh,
SPD.
no.
This is what SPD is actually capable of. Quadra kill coming in his name. 4 kills. This one man is actually leading everything from the front. Vegeta, the last man standing inside the house, will be playing for placement points from here on. Team LS have to make it inside the circle with the vehicles. We can see that KKB has actually made it inside the circle, but probably watching into the crosshairs. It's going to be Afan on the other side doing the damage. LS on the verge of getting decimated. The last man standing for LS. I don't know where he is, but he's in a very, very bad spot for TPG. The Guardians holding the best spot in the house, still picking up every single kill. Team TA on the other side is getting ruthlessly taken down. They have a lot of, kills for themselves.
Oh.
LS left out with two players. It's going to be an ice, grenade coming in over there. Sarge is still trying to push his luck against the side of Team LS. How well this turn out? How well will this turn out for him is going to be the bigger question.
Iblis on the side of Soulbreakers getting eliminated from his own landmine, and there comes Team Alpha in the map number 4, getting a lot of kills. And yes, now they are changing their gameplay. Now they are getting aggressive, not being passive, getting those fights. 5 mutants will get eliminated, trying a lot of games, trying a lot of strategies. Yes, now this strategy is landing right for them. They have the perfect sniper tower, getting the frags back to back with the Wukong abilities, and also the criminal ability on their side. We can see team number 9 wanted into the last circle, but no, most of the players are going down by the vehicle explosions, the safe zone. And if you won't respect the zone would not respect you. Oh no! Oh, run over by the vehicle explosion. Getting confirmed, we also see LS, one more player getting eliminated. Bad Sunny landing that headshot. Pak Pirates is out of the game at the 4th spot.
Yeah, at the third spot goes down legend style. It's going to be the Guardians doing the job with that hand grenade, taking down 2 players. I do believe that Kari is trying to push in. He's just waiting for a few seconds where he'll be able to find that land that final blow. It's going to be Hamza trying to survive, but it's going to be Tua from the other side. And I don't know how to say this, but Guardians are looking unstoppable in this game. It looks like, that instance of the Pakistan chapter has kicked in with only one team, and that's going to be the Guardians leading this fight from the front, making sure that they attain the booyah. It looks like everybody have got really good kills in their name.
Guardians, eyes, cameras, each and everything on them right now because they are showing their best gameplay. Wow, just wow. Kills and frags in each and every match with the placement points, with the perfect position. What more you want from this team? I think so right now. We can't even find mistakes from their side because they never made one, and definitely they have done their part for the game number 4 as they begin after the break.
Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, I never expected the Guardians to actually start doing this, right? So ultimately, I know the Guardians are doing an amazing job over here, trying to pick up as many frags as possible, as quickly as possible as well. So they came in late into the circle. We have been seeing that,
Yeah.
the team which comes late into the circle, having a high ground advantage in the map of Bermuda is able to do this. And if they continue to do it in the map of Purgatory as well as Kalahari, I do believe that Guardian is going to cement themselves into the top and make sure they get the top spot specifically when it comes to the next round.
Yes, exactly. Moving forward, we can also see the performance by the side of the Guardians that they have done it right. They have performed so brilliantly, Aka, in this match that if we move forward with their fight, with the amount of damage that they're doing to the side of uh, the other teams, that is exceptional and that is well stated. Aka, as we begin with the game number 5 that is going to be played on Purgatory, I'm really surprised how they'll perform in that map because they have performed in Bermuda, they have performed brilliantly in the map of Kalahari, and now the only map they're kind of not good with is the map of Purgatory. And let's see if they perform well in Purgatory. It is going to be the hat trick map that they're going to get today.
Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, I'm looking forward to see how things will turn out for the teams on the bottom. Yeah, did you see anywhere that, it was the side of the teams on the team Alpha did survive for a decent amount of time in this game, right? So even though the rotations didn't go in their favor, but at the same time, one other team, Demon's Pride, I don't know how well were these two teams able to survive. That will be pretty much visible on our screens any second soon as we're able to see it's the Guardians, the Alpha finally coming up into the top 2, trying to hold that good position, trying to hold that good kills for themselves. 7 frags is what they've attained with the second position. I think they've done the job for the team. Right behind them is going to be Legend Style, as the team on the top is going to be the Guardians with 13 frags and 12 rank points, a total of 25 in the name.
Yeah, moving forward, the Guardians will get the amount of kills that they wanted from a single match. 13 freaking kills. That means they have 25 points on the board. Just behind them, Alpha. Yes, this is the game that they are starting to come back, but I don't know if it's too late. Well, it's the day number 1. You still can get around 30 to 40 points from a single day and then begin with a new note on the day number 2. On the third position, you have Legend Style Esports being consistent, getting some good positions and getting those kills. 13 points on the board, and they are holding the third spot. Soulbreakers with 9 on the fourth. On the fifth, you have Pak Pirates coming up in the table. But yes, this is just the map-wise scorecard. On the overall scorecard, they're still down, and yes, they still need to work out on a lot of things. Team Hotshot 8 points from this match as they hold the 6th spot.
Absolutely, but at the same time, right now, it's good to see that finally Team Hotspot Soulbreakers are able to commit on the top, right? Even Pirates are over here, but Team Alpha have done a huge, comeback when it comes to the game after the breaks, right? So they have picked up the pace. They have understood that from here on we have to be careful. We have to pick up the pace, but the point of concern is going to be for the side of Team Demon's Pride, right? So if they were on the first page of the table, they would have also had a very good chance. But the way they've got suppressed so far, they need to pick up more than 10 frags, more than 10 points in every single game. So right now they're holding that bottom second position with no points for themselves. Cartoon Network gets suppressed. Invisibles on the other side get suppressed as well. 5 FABS. These are the teams who need to pick up the pace, and now they're getting suppressed. No Chance and 5 Mutants with 7 points each will be holding the same spot which they were holding in the overall points table. But ultimately, it's one team which have changed the table so far.
Yes, exactly. The one team that is going to change the table so far is going to be the Guardians. The name that you see on the right hand side with that Boya, the second Boya back to back for them. One in Kalahari, one in Bermuda. Five FABs on the ninth spot with only 3 points from this map. That is from the ranking that they have got. One kill point, one rank point. Invincible Esports with a total of two at the 10th spot. Demon Sprite and Cartoon Network no points from this game. And yes, Demon Sprite performing in one single game out of the four that they have played, definitely not a good day for them.
I don't know. Probably they can pick up the pace even more better when it comes to the rest of the games. But yeah, ultimately it's important for them. It's a wake up call. It's a do or die situation
Yeah.
for them eventually. So they have to pick it up. And it's not like they're not capable of doing it, because Demon Sprite is one of those teams who started to dominate in the group stages from the earlier game itself. So something is not going their way. If they start to pick it up, and I do believe that they'll be trying to decimate the rest of the squad. All these things said and done, ladies and gentlemen, that is just the first map of the second half. We still have two more maps to go. Next it's going to be the map of Purgatory, and after that it's going to be the map of Kalahari. So the next big map where we have some sniper actions and the DMRs coming into play. It looks like everybody wants to push in for a close range battle, right? So the Pakistan chapter is coming back to its form, where everybody wants to get in close proximity with one another. Shotguns, grenades are coming into play, and we can also see that ice grenades are also coming into play. A good thing for us to watch out for is going to be the snipers. Ultimately, not even one sniper shot was visible for me in this game.
Well, definitely those sniper shots is what we missed on the map of Bermuda. But yes, in the end, I think so. I saw some shots from the AWM. The other weapon that he had was M1014. So in the last circle, we saw some sniper shots. Those headshots were perfect, but except them, we haven't seen the snipers coming into the use. And when yes, it's about the map of Purgatory, you are going to see the DMRs, the SVDs. You always praise that DMR weapon, right? SVDs is
Yeah,
what you look out for. Most of the players, they don't go for it. Even if they have an AK available, they would go for an AK except SVD.
rather,
But
yeah.
right now, the meta getting changed once again for most of the teams, as the ages that they are using, most probably they are looking for some passiveness, and Pakistan region right now has totally changed their strategy. Once they were the
Yeah.
most aggressive region, and right now they're just looking out for some placement points, and that is how they're making a difference in the overall points table.
Yeah, absolutely. But let's see how things will turn out in the next few games. It looks like, slowly that instance of the Pakistan chapter seems to be picking up. It looks like the Tigers will again come back to play for kills rather than placement points. The Guardians have started to pick up the pace. So the first, the
Yes, the
strategy was
Guardians.
really simple for the side of Guardians. First three map, let's play for placement points. The next three, let's pick up the pace and decimate the whole room. So let's see which other team were also looking the same way. But I can see that, teams like Team LS are actually playing it a little different. They're like from the first get go, they're trying to pick up some kills as well as placement points for themselves, and no chance as well. They're like, let's not go away from a fight when it is in front of us, but still let's try to fight out. Let's try to get those placement points as quickly as possible. So different strategies working out in different ways, but let's see how things will turn out as in the next games. We can expect that the teams on the bottom can actually bounce back, especially Demon Sprite, because they are not able to put up any kind of fights with any team in front of them.
Not always you require all the four players standing when it's about the end circle, but what you require is the man advantage over other teams. Even if the enemy team is having only one player, you need to have two. If the enemy team is
Yeah.
having two, you need to have three, because every single player that you have surviving always makes a difference for your team. And when you have your own players surviving, definitely that is going to make a difference. Talking about differences in the Today Gaming and Infinix smartphones, they have made a difference once again in the community, bringing one more new format where we have three different regions introduced to us through this World Esports Cup. And yes, all the regions performing so exceptionally well. Yes, they deserve the kudos for that. So make sure you follow India Today Gaming, Infinix smartphones. Platonia Studios are broadcast partners, Ish 104.8 FM on all of their social media handles. That is Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Infinix Note 11S is a great gaming smartphone. Make sure you buy them, as it has already launched on the 13th of December. Moving forward, the game number 5 that is going to be played on Purgatory is right on the corner.
Absolutely. But at the same time, you have a very small window to share it among your friends, because we'll be stepping into the map of Purgatory, the next most crucial map for few teams, and for few teams who already have momentum to actually continue to do that as well. So make sure
Yeah.
that you share it among your friends, as we'll be stepping into the map of Purgatory. My bets this time is going to be placed towards the side of team Hotshots, because they've suddenly started to pick up pace. And whom are you placing your bets on?
Once again, my bet is going to be placed on the side of team TG, because right now this is the map I am going to make a big gamble. This is a map that they can't perform a lot of goodness on. But yes, my second choice, a safe choice to be on the other side, it is going to be team No Chance, because they have got a boy in the first purgatory. Let's see how they perform in the second one. Day one,
Yeah,
map
but
number
my
5
second-
of the Pakistan chapter finals is going to be right now live in front of our screens.
Yeah, but my second one is going to be on Legend style yet again. I really want to see how well they can perform. The flight path going right to the center of the map, giving an opportunity for everybody. But the team which will choose to go to Moat House have a very late rotation into the circle, and a singular gameplay coming in from their side is going to be getting the blessing of the blue zone, as well as the blue zone is going to end up at Moat House. So the teams are still not, jumping. We were not able to see where exactly the teams jumped out, right? So, but for now, we're able to see towards the side of Brazilians. We can expect the first place it's going to be LS versus TG. It looks like TG is getting sacked off in the beginning itself. Look at the big names going taken down. It's going to be Kutua getting taken down in the beginning. He's going to be punched to death, if I'm not wrong, because the kind of push coming in from the side of KKR is going to be Sai getting traded off on the opposite side. It's important for them to pick up these kills. I don't know why LS is running around in the open rather than picking up those fights. One get confirmed, the second one still away. This is not how you play a game as soon as it get taken down, right? But this is what we can expect from the Nepal chapter. They want to taunt their enemies every time they take them down, so that the next time they come in, they come up with a little bit of a pressure and they can take them out in the initials. It's going to be Bad Sunny, the last man standing for the side of TG. The Guardians being taken down in the beginning of the game is a very bad note for them.
Yes, exactly. Moving forward, Kure is also going to get a good kill confirmation on that side. A new kill leader popping once again right now, live in front of our screens. We see Hotshot not engaging in those initial fights, and that is how you go, right? We have seen the Pakistan region not performing in those initial fights from the previous 4 games, but now suddenly they are picking up the fights, because we see 3 different fights on 3 different areas of this purgatory map. Invincibles right now is holding a good position near Brasilia, but still they're down south and they have a team arriving in front of them. That is going to be Pakistan Pirates, spotted, and that was a shot. M1887, 2 bullets connected. Nico MIG is already having a half HP damage on him.
Yeah, but at the same time, Car 98s are also being used at this point of time. Alone knows that he has done the damage. The Wukong is visible in his crosshairs. Now, what a trigger discipline coming in from his side, but ultimately, cover fire also comes in. Pirates have lost 1 player. Invisibles have lost as well. There's a push coming in. Nemo also gets taken down. It's going to be a Max 7 coming in. Good trades off on either side. It looks like these 2 bulls locking horns will be left out with nothing but Invisible standing on the top of their, with all 4 men standing. Pirates on the other side, they have a good chance to push in. Richie needs to stay alive because he's one of the most crucial player for the team. On the other side, with the Parafel started it off, but at the same time, a Chrono Shield is going to hold them for around 5 seconds of all these players. Not the right kind of backup coming in from the side of Jack as he's falling back and trying to play for placement points. It's going to be Pirates losing 2 players, as it's going to be Invisibles trying to hold up and stay alive. Alone on the other side, steps on his own landmine, gets taken down, giving an opportunity for Pirates to push in. But ultimately, they're not choosing to do so. So Invisibles with all 4 men standing, 2 frags in the near.
Yes, exactly. Moving forward, Invincibles, they already have their hands on the sniper rifles that they wanted. They have the Kar 98, they have the M2Bs, and definitely let's see how they work out with that. Pak Pirates already losing out on 2 players. They have got damage from Team Invincibles, and now they're looking for a fallback. Fallback too late or too early, as the zone would still form near about the Brasilia. But yes, it is going on the northern side, where most of the teams are going to be really happy.
Yep, I'm wanting to see how Invisibles will be able to play this, right? Because ultimately they also are on the verge. They have come a bit more closer to getting into the final circles, but still not able to execute a booyah. They'll be a bit frustrated. And this time, with Guardians out of the picture, all of these teams have an opportunity. So let's see which one will be picking it up. Atom on the other side, pretty much close to Richie Rich at this point of time. Richie, at this point of time, Atom do realize that, Richie's coming a bit more closer. Probably Richie is waiting for a backup from the side of Jack to come in from an off angle and start tagging him. Atom is running away at this point of time. Richie doesn't realize that Atom at this point of time is running away. Jack on the other side gives him an intuition. Atom in the crosshairs of Rich. We have to see whether they'll be able to put this player down, because he's the lone man for the side of C and lurking around, making sure that he's the scout. In case he gets taken down, that could be the first kill against the side of Team CN.
Indeed, that is going to be one of the kills that we also need to talk about. But moving forward, it is the time that T number 8 they move on from that fight, because they've already lost those 2 players, right? And they have one more fight in front of them. Will they take it is going to be a big question, as Cartoon Network only one player was on a flank and they have kind of spotted that player. Let's see if they take down that player or not. But if you talk about Team Hotshot, one of the best positions, they don't need to move out for the next zone, because already they have a good spot.
Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, see, and Atom, even though he was getting tagged, he comes up to the right kind of cover, and also he's going to call his teammates for a backup. Probably they'll be pushing in as well. But on the other side, look at what he's done. He's bought, Pirates pretty much close to the side of Cartoon Network, and I do believe that that's a very good opportunity. 5 Mutants on the other side also wants to be in the parts of the field. It looks like the zone is come in towards the side of fields, trying to show us that this is where the circle can actually form in. But for now, it's going to be HS. Most of these teams would want to go to the center of the circle, right? So that is what we were able to see, that the key factor for all these teams. But at the same time, let's not forget that this time, with the Guardians out of the picture, there's a lot of opportunities open for the other teams.
Exactly, a lot, and I mean a lot of opportunities open for the other teams, because you know what, Demon's Pride, they performed in only one single match and they still have 2 maps left for their side. Moving forward, we can see how Team Demon's Pride is looking out in this particular match. They're just holding their position. Previously, we saw 3 teams arriving in the initial fights on the map of Purgatory near about the ski lodge, but now no team is trying for that. Look at that zone Arca going towards the northern side. Moat House having the blue tier loot, and no team is present on the Moat House. Wow.
Absolutely, but at the same time, as I said, that they had to choose in the circles going to the northern side of the map, giving an opportunity for everybody. The team to choose to go into Moat House, can come in late, but at the same time, they have to watch out for the other team. Towards the side of Ski Lodge, yet again, we're able to see a small group. It's going to be DP, it's going to be 5 Mutants, and also it's going to be the side of SB. So from the southern side, we're able to see that Team DG, the last man, Bad Sunny, will be trying to make it late into the circle, which is going to be the strategy being held on by him. But I don't think so that's going to go in favor of him, because ultimately most of them will be able to pick up those free kills running out in the open.
Yeah, exactly, and as we see Team 5 Mutants, well, they have a spot on the ski lodge, and I talked about this, right? 3 teams were there in the previous match on the map of Purgatory, and now suddenly we see 5 Mutants once again trying to take a good position near about ski lodge. This time it's well worth, because yes, the zone is going towards the north. You have a great spot near about ski lodge, and that is going to have a great advantage for you. But the blind spot created by the side of Demon's Pride, look at that position once again on that amazing height advantage. They are going to get some definite good frags from the mid phase.
Ultimately, we're able to see that it's going to be LS come in style with that Ferrari. They want to, probably they're still scouting them, right? They really want to see how things will turn out. So now it's going to be LS with three flags already in the name. I did not see where that actually 5 took place, or in case we have seen it, we do not know. Probably it, yeah. Team LS, they take down the side of Team DP, right? The Team TG, that's going to be the Guardian. So I know that they've got started on a good note, but being overconfident, trying to run out in the open with the vehicles, let's see how that is going to turn out for them.
Exactly, Anarka, if you talk about the performances from all these teams, look at them. On the left hand side, we can see team number 10 holding the edge of this map. On the downside, we can see team number 9 also arriving near about team number 2. So yes, the teams are looking out for these positions, as we have 4 different teams. Kind of what I had in my mind, that there has to be 4 teams near about ski lodge. There you go. We have an eyesight that we have 4 teams. Well, one team arrived from the western side of the map to the eastern side, and now we see no chance engaging against Invincibles. Invincibles team already getting a kill confirmation on Zer, as now they have 3 frags in their hands, only one player to be eliminated. But no, there's going to be one more team arriving. That is going to be team number 4. 3 teams fighting on the middle ground.
Absolutely, 5 FABS want to pick this fight up. They want a third party and pick up frags for themselves, because that is the only thing which is restricting them from securing that booyah for themselves. Simple gets taken down. He can be revived very, very easily, but this is a blessing in disguise for the side of Team NC is what I would like to say. With 3 men standing in front of them, FF have a very good opportunity to fire at them, but at the same time, they do not want to burn their resources. They have a farming to do. They have a lot of bodies falling around them where they can pick up touch the bodies of Invisibles. How many players of Invisibles alive at this point in time is also a point of question, but at the same time, look at how FF is rushing in. They with the Wukong comes out at the last moment. Wiz takes down a player. The other one is also coming into his crosses, but ultimately that goes against him, and Wiz is going to be paying the price for it. Vegeta gets taken down. That this push is going to be inevitable coming in from the side of FF. Grenades are also supposed to be used at this point of time. M18 shots not being connected. FF with all 3 men standing wants to push in and make sure they take down the side of Team NC. Oh, nice one coming in from the side of Walijan.
Walijan with that grenade, he will get a knock on the enemy team, and there goes another grenade, but that grenade would be landing on the right hand side because of the glue was formed. Now Walijan is trying too hard for his team as he has a low HP. He has to make glue walls back to back. Sheera 2k8 providing the cover. Now comes the hand cannon, and if that hand cannon goes round, oh, Sheera is cooking a grenade. Will that land right as Walijan goes on the left hand side, will find a frag on Omega 100%. There goes another grenade, but no, there comes a push, and there comes a good free grenade on the front of his side, but no,
nice.
Simple will take him down with the Max 7, and there comes the revive from the side of Simple to his teammate. Sheera is too far to make a good position for his player, but yes, is he exiting? Yes, he has exited as Sheera takes a decision to not engage in that fight and heal himself up. But no, already spotted by Simple, M65 in his hands, and yes, he will make the last player of Team NC run for his life.
Absolutely, but Sheera, I don't know how far is going to run this, because FF is on the verge. They have decided that we're going to decimate every single team we find. They're going to rush in and take down as many players as possible. At this point of time, we're able to see that it's going to be Omega, Roman, all of these players looking out for it. They have a lot of farming to do as well, right? See, they picked up so many kills, so all those bodies will have some grenades, will have some glue walls. So that should be the top priority at this point of time before any team comes in. But King picks up a grenade launcher that is going to be from the side of Cartoon Network. Let's see how well can he use this, as he'll be getting in close proximity towards the side of team number 3.
Yeah, moving forward, we can also see Team CN on the right hand side present and near about this one of the vehicles moving forward for the next rotation. 5 FABs, they still have 1 player left around them, and there comes the next zone. They still have the edge of the zone. Moving forward, it is team number 2 zone guarding team number 9, not allowing them to enter, but already you have team number 7 and team number 5 making their move, making their mark, and getting the perfect spot that they wanted.
Absolutely. Team TA on the other side, they have to play this really safe, right? Because in the previous game, somehow they picked up the pace. They have to maintain that momentum. So we'll be looking forward to see whether they'll be making an unwanted fight. They'll be coming late into the circle and not a necessary one, because we have just 11 people left over here. So for now, CN is actually keeping an eye on them, because that's a good thing. They have to watch out for their back, but also have to look out for who are the teams inside the circle. It's going to be Team DP who will have to make it. Team TG still have Batsunny alive, so he's playing for placement points as much as possible in case he's the last man standing in this game, securing the booyah for the team. That is going to be the history made over here with 1 man standing. But PIR will have to make it inside the circle. Not much hard cover is there, but Ridges is where you will have to find yourself.
Exactly, Ridges is where you'll have to find yourself. Talking about the side of Cartoon Network, 3 players present at this moment, where you see Team Demon's Pride holding a good spot, but definitely there comes the grenade, saved by the glue wall. He knew some grenades were cooking in, making another glue wall. He has bounded himself to that very position where there's a rush coming in from the side of 5 Pirates, as they will spot Godzilla coming down and trying to make a backfire on Team 5 Pirates. He will suffer because he was trapped right at that position. Demon's Pride already losing a player, that is Godzilla, having a lot of shots on Sami. Sami was going to get down, but yes, he will still survive. Oh no! Batsunny got eliminated because of that vehicle explosion. Katak becoming that suicide bomber. There comes the grenade launcher, and he will take down 2 players from the side of SOULBREAKERZ.
Absolutely, but at the same time, let's see what HS is trying to do over here, because they're able to see that Team K is trying to run away from this spot. Hamza, the last man standing with the vehicle on fire, have to watch out for some more shots being, come against him. But Katak on the other side with that grenade did so much damage. DP gets eliminated. Finally, the team which looked really, on a very good spree, but ultimately was getting taken down. So DP, not the right kind of gameplay. 9th position is where they were getting taken down. So let's see how things will go. FF on the other side, we have to see how things will turn out, as Simple, Roman, and the others are holding that high reach position. But now with no, hard cover in the picture, we have to see how things will turn out. But Ashu has taken down players. It's going to be Red on the other side with the Car 98. Lot of bodies are falling around. Pradul, what do you have to say about this intense fight?
Well, 8 teams, 27 players, each and every side. Once again, the kill feed is running like heck as Chucky gets a kill confirmation by that AWM shot. Alpha with the SVD is going to get a knock on Team Alpha. Okay, and there comes Hunter with the ACAD getting a kill confirmation. 5 Mutants is once again backfiring with a Max 7 on their enemy team. Some good frags coming in from the side of Hunter, as the ACATs on each and every side is picking the frags for the enemy teams. Virus 33 goes down with that play zone, as play zone is also becomes the MVP at any moment, and Virus 33 VE is out of the game. Last 17s and 17 kids surviving. There comes the headshot, and with that, Pak Pirates are out of the game at the 7th spot.
Yep, absolutely. But at the same time, let's see how things will turn out, as CN on the other side are burning most of the resources, and the circle is going to challenge everybody to come to the circle, to the center. Team LS on the other side do realize that they are in the crosshairs of FF at this point of time. They have just picked up 3 frags, even though they've lost a lot of players. Snipers are all being held by every look and corner. Look at this, Lucky over here, but ultimately King with that grenade launcher finally lands it at the right spot, takes down Lucky. Ashu on the other side will be confirming the complete squad of SB. 5 Mutants are also looking forward for a good fight over here. Ans is taking down LS. Oh my goodness, bodies falling everywhere. We have to see who is going to be surviving in the final circle. As we can see, one player of Team LS has already made it to the center. So I think that, Team LS have a very good opportunity, but at the same time, Team HS is not going to let go of this thing. They want to pick up as many as possible. King on the other side is picking up every single kill possible. Let's see whether which team will be making it into the circle. Let's CN have a very good opportunity.
Exactly, and moving forward with the opportunities that they had, there goes the VSS, as Team 5 FABS will be eliminated at the 5-4. There comes Red Wow with a Car 98 headshot, and Team LS Legend Styles. The teams are going down as the last 4 teams and 9 players look really strong with their position. Team Legend Styles, they do have some good frags, but yes, it is the end that we are coming forward to. The bike has already burned down to its health, as Legend Style Esports Kure will lose out a lot of HP. Alpha with 1 headshot gets a kill confirmation on one of the players of 5 Mutants.
At this point of time, Team LS have to make sure that they do not come to the center of the map. They have to heal battle themselves as much as possible, allowing the others to, take down one another. I do understand that 5 Mutants at this point of time have a lot of the, chewing to do with less space in their mouth. But at the same time, Team CN, the kind of push they're coming in, Team LS do not realize that Team, CN is also over there. Look at that. They're going to come in close proximity to one another.
There was a grenade!
As they're doing the job. But a good grenade coming in from the side of King, as well as Red Wow on the other side with that MP5. Ultimately, I don't know how to put this forward, but Cartoon Network have done the impossible is what I would like to say. Uphill battle is what they had to do, but ultimately good grenades and the gun close range battles have gone in their favor, and a very, very good booyah. The Trump card team we were speaking about finally picks up their first one.
Late but not yet too late, because Cartoon Network, this is only the first day, and that is what I talked about, right? Only 2 maps you'll require, and then you will touch that mark what you need from a single day. Cartoon Network proving it right, and they've already started an amazing run in the map of Purgatory that they have got a booyah. Well, yes, this is one of their strongest maps, and yes, they needed to perform. They have definitely performed on the map of Purgatory, as they have got a booyah in the map number 5.
Yep, absolutely. But I never expected them to perform like this, right? Because ultimately, Cartoon Network at one point of time thought that they won't be taking the fight to the enemies. They won't be coming into the circle late because they were the teams to actually come to the center of the circle, hold it, fight it out, and eventually get taken down. But this time, the strategy changed so well for them that they were able to perform really, really well. And let's not forget that having that man advantage in the final circle did help them out. At one point of time, it was five mutants and LS. Both of them were actually rushing in towards them, right? So they could have teamed up and taken down these players, but I don't know how they survived that with grenades and MP5s in the final moments. Hats off to CN for doing that.
Definitely, CN King 47 has to be given each and every point that you need to give him. Performing with the grenades, getting some good knocks, and those kills were confirmed. Definitely, even if it
Yep.
wasn't his knock, he got those kill confirmations because of the zone damage. Then the players trying to come in and making the use perfectly from those grenades, saved it till the end and saved for the perfect timing.
Yeah, absolutely. I have been seeing few things coming out for most of these teams, right? So let's speak about Team LS trying to maintain the consistency. Team, okay, for now we'll be looking at the side of my map-wise scorecard where Cartoon Network will be on the top with 21 points. Right behind them is going to be LS, yet again coming into the top three. Consistency has been the key for this team with 14 frags in the name, 14 points in the name, 6 frags and 8 rank points. Team Hotshot is going to be right behind them. Somewhere we saw that Hotshot were fumbling a little, but somehow they did make it to the second position with 9 and 4. It was Soulbreakers in the fourth position. 5 mutants again coming into the top 6. FAB5 fought their way as much as possible. Burning of resources didn't go in their way, and due to which they had to hold the sixth position.
Well, yes, this overall top six that we just saw in the map-wise scoreboard of the game number 5 has a lot of changes on due to the kill points that the teams have got. So all the teams dividing the kills amongst themselves, each and every team. We know the Pakistan region is full of kills, is full of aggressive gameplay, and they can take those kills. But look at that. The placement points is never going to make your difference. Always the kills are always going to help you. We have seen also, even if the teams had the same number of points, they had less number of placement points. But what made the difference? One kill is equals to 1 point, and then you get the kill advantage because you have more number of kills against your enemy team. 5 FABs once again entered the top 6. Yes, they're trying too hard. Yes, they're getting 8 to 9 points, but that is not it, because even if you're getting 8 to 9 points from each and every match, that around makes a 45 to 48 average. That is not it. Pak Pirates, and now look at it. The Guardians was the first team to get eliminated from this match.
Yeah,
Yes, this time
exactly.
the overall scorecard top 6 became the bottom top 6 in the map wise scoreboard of the game number 5. But only one single map cannot change the fate that the Guardians have formed for themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. Because in the previous game, the kind of domination they have showed, it somehow balance it out.
Yeah.
They'll be able to get an average of 8, in every game. In even if we see the average coming in for their side, it's going to be Demon's Pride who have to be on the point of concern. They have been ruthlessly assaulted every now and then. So somewhere the
Yeah.
chances of them getting into the next round turns out to be a little bleak at this point of time. They have to do something out of the ordinary to make sure that they make it to the next round. Team Alpha on the other side, after picking up a good pace in this game, gets taken down. Invisible still fumbling and getting they somehow, Invisible looks like that ECG on a heartbeat. They go up and then come down. They go up and come down. So somewhere they have to find that momentum. Park Pirates also have the same thing, but no chance is holding that second to the fifth, from third to the eighth position. So let's see where they will be standing at the end of the day.
Yes, exactly. And when we saw the overall scorecard after the map number 3 entered, Urka, from the position number 4 till the 8th position, there was not much of a difference. 29 to just 20 points. Like 9 points is the maximum difference that we had till the 8th position. And that is the amount of competition the teams between the 3rd and
Yep.
the 8th position had. After the 4th and 5th
Yep.
match has ended, like after the 5th match has ended, for sure there's going to be some changes in the upper card too, where from the 3rd position you can see some differences. There was only a 12-point difference, and one match has changed the history. We just saw that some amazing performances from the team side, and yes, they'll be getting a booyah.
Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, Ridul, one point which I want to ask you is: do you really think that grenadiers are actually doing the job for when it comes to
Yes,
the
they are.
initials? Because we are able to
No,
see that in the Nepal chapter, initials were actually coming in from the side of grenadiers, but this time it looks like the assaulters are going in. And
endings.
would you agree with this when I say that grenadiers are actually doing the mid fights and ending the fights with grenades?
Exactly. Yes, I'll totally agree with that statement that you just made, because we have seen in the Nepal region, it was the opening by the grenades or the sniper rifles, and then the team used to rush in, and then the Russia used to
Yep.
go in. But now in this
Yep.
Pakistan region, we are seeing that the fights are ending by the grenade launchers or by the grenades, or the kills are getting
Yep.
confirmed by grenades, not even the knocks coming from the sides of grenades. So that is how the meta has changed for the Pakistan region, and that is how this is the beauty of the World Esports Cup, right? One region uses
Yeah.
some different strategy, one region uses some different strategy, and in the end, when these three regions will collide in the grand finals, the starting from the 10th of December, oh my god, literally
That is
I'm going to be so amazed that when these three regions collide, 4 14s from each region, which strategy is going to work out?
absolutely, as I said, that's why I call them gladiators. So each and every region is going to bring in their gladiators, and ultimately one is going to be crowned the king of all these gladiators. And I'm waiting to
Right.
see which team is that going to be. Everybody will be watching for their favorite teams, but ultimately, you know, it's good to see that there's a healthy fight happening here, and that nobody is actually choosing
Yeah.
their own countrymates. I have been seeing from India, few are selecting teams from Nepal, from Pakistan teams have been selecting from India, and from Nepal teams are selecting from India. So it's a very very fair gameplay happening over here, all thanks to FreeFire, all thanks to Infinix Smartphone with India Today Gaming bringing in such a unique and an amazing tournament over here. Let's not forget that Platonia broadcast partners are doing an amazing job over here, trying to keep everything healthy. All these things said and done, very less have I seen this in the Pakistan chapter, that teams are holding the position inside a house and a grenade
Yeah,
lands in over
right,
there and takes down 2 3 players. So every fight is happening in the open, and in making sure that
right.
every team is actually having a frontal battle. So we have to see how they'll be able to face off for a meta like Nepal, right? They fall back and then they come in. So how will Pakistan be able to bear that is going to be the next question. All these things said and done, the final map of the day is going to be coming in, the map of Kalahari. Which team are you watching for this time?
Well. It's about Kalahari once again. My second choice right now is going to be the Guardians, but on my first choice, Arca, you have put Legend Style Esports always on the second choice. Now, I think it's the time that we put Legend Style Esports on #1 and look out for them on the map of Kalahari.
This time I would be going in because last time I went in for Hotshots, they came in the second
Yeah,
position. Somewhere I thought that
yeah.
Hotshots will be making it in the top, right? So throughout the day, I've been predicting the team which actually comes in at least in the top two. So this time I really don't want to, push my luck too much. This time I'll be vouching in for the side of five mutants, my first possibility, and my second possibility is going to be the side of Cartoon Network. So let's see whether these two teams will
Oh,
be able
Cartoon
to do
Network.
it
Yeah.
as yeah, because they are the team, right? They got decimated previously, so they'll be looking forward for a redemption, and they also want to put up some points, make it up into the top two. Those final moments is going to be coming in for the day. The first day of Pakistan finals will be ending after the map of Kalahari, ladies and gentlemen. A bleak opportunity for you as we'll be stepping into the map of Kalahari. Bring in and see which team will be able to do a bounce back. Can we expect the team Demons Pride to actually open up their demons inside them and try to do some great work over here, put in at least 20 to 30 points? Will that be possible is going to be the bigger question as we'll be stepping into the map of Kalahari. Mridul, please take us from here on.
Well, the dunes, the mountains, the refinery, each and every position is ready to welcome each and every player. The 48 players right now jumping into the planes and now jumping out of the planes. Well, this is Infinix Smartphone presents the World Esports Cup Day 1, map number 6, Pakistan chapter finals coming right now live in front of our screens. And the flight path dividing the map right through the center. Each and every team dropping down. Team number 11 on the southern side. Team number 5 going towards the sub and alpha. Well, that's a big slit. Talking about the refinery, you have Team Demons Pride holding that position, and look at that, a cluster throughout the map. Every team is divided. No team is going to have an initial fight, but definitely Omega OP Alpha, I'm really concerned for them at this moment because they're on a flank position. They're away from their team, and if they go pretty bad with their predictions, then the things would not go in their hands. Taking that zip line, Omega is going to pay that price because got spotted by the enemy team and definitely is going to take a lot of damage from them too. Team LS, that is Team Legend Style Esports, taking a lot of gliding path, a lot of like moments right now with themselves that they want to loot in the blue tier loot of Old Hamper.
Absolutely, but at the same time, for the first time, I'm able to see that Santa Catarina, nobody wants to get in over there. So I do believe that, rotation coming in from the confinement towards the Santa Catarina to and then into the side of Refinery can give an opportunity. Cartoon Network on the other side, the team which I felt that, will be playing well is in close proximity towards the side of Invisibles. Even though Invisibles do not have a man advantage, it looks like they do not want to get away from this fight. They want to taunt their enemy. They're expecting a very good backup also coming in. The sub is where, we can expect other teams to be. See Red Wow on the other side trying to hold an off angle. 5 mutants towards the side of Foundation. Invisibles takes down Red Wow at this point of time. On the verge of confirmation is where they're going to be. 5 seconds is all they'll need. Alone on the other side in the crosshairs of Alpha. Monkey on the other side with that core trying to do as many damage as possible. A good cover fire from the side of Alpha will be allowing him to live a little more.
Exactly. Moving forward, we can also see that team number 11 now engages against team number 5. Invincibles, Cartoon Network already in an initial fight. Urka, one of your predictions is Cartoon Network. You do know that, right? And Cartoon Network right now being too visible that they are wanting to be aggressive. Yes, there are going to be mistakes. Not making the mistakes is what we'll need right now from them. Alpha taking a lot of damage, and yes, that is how Atom is also going to go down by Wally with the VSS. A lot of damage done by the Scar, but in the end, 2 bullets of the VSS. Definitely that's a kill steal by Wally, and Wally will get the first blood of the map number 2.
Absolutely, but at the same time, looks like Cartoon Network is getting taken down ruthlessly. I did not expect them to, try to run out in the open with a lot of confidence like this. It's at one point of time I was expecting them to actually stick together, but this time they're going to be playing for placement points. King's the man standing. He can get an opportunity to go revive Alpha, but I know it's too late. They'll be losing 2 players, but Cartoon Network is right now being chased down by the side of Invisibles. They want to finish off Cartoon Network as soon as possible because that is the only way for them to get 4 frags and a very good opening for the team.
Exactly, a very good opening is what Team 5 Mutants will need too, but a perfect drop right now on the map of Kalahari. They are on Foundation. Some good rotations will come in for sure for them. And definitely they are right now wanting to enjoy their initial load. But Cartoon Networks already losing 2 of their players. Invincibles, well, a lot of footsteps near about them as Invincibles already have got 2 frags on Cartoon Network. Moving forward, we can see no chance on the side of Mammoth.
Pretty much, I want to see some fights happening to the center of the map. For now, it's going to be 5 mutants trying to do the job against FAB5. FAB5 still not able to, hold that position which they have at the side of Refinery. Something seems to be going out of their favor. I know that, this crosshair placement coming in from the side of Wallet seems to be absolutely amazing. He's tagging it. Most of his bullets are getting connected, and that's a very good thing. But ultimately, it's going to be simple from the other side, giving an answer to him, telling that, I am also there on the other side to knock doors at you. It's going to be a push coming in from the side of 5 mutants. They have to go pick up their teammates. Let's see whether that's going to happen, as it's going to be 5 FABs still trying to pull lead on them.
Yeah, exactly. And look at that, Urka. 5 FABs coming into those initial fights. Well, that is quite different, right? Because we haven't seen them engaging in the initial fights. Yes, they'll get 1 or 2 frags, but they are the ones always waiting to the last zone. And Walid is on the verge. Ooh, arriving at the perfect time, healing himself and reviving his player. Walid was on the verge to get eliminated if his player wouldn't have arrived at the perfect moment. Talking about 5 FABs, they have got the perfect platform near about Refinery, and look at no chance. Their vehicle was not in their control as the bats are flying around it, but yes, it would be in control now as they are going for some good rotations inside the circle.
I don't know how well things are going to turn out for the side of 5 Mutants from here, because I do understand that they have that location at the foundation, right? But they can expect LS to come in from behind and backstab them. They already have FF in front of them, so they're pretty much going to be sandwiched at this point of time. Team DP on the other side, Demon Sprite have to pick up track, have to make sure that they get it. Quarry is this point of time running out in the open, gets taken down. The confirmation any second soon. But look at the backup coming in, and that's the best part about them. Team NC on the other side trying to push their luck. PIR trying to push their luck with trying to punch people down, but ultimately NC seems to be a little bit heavy towards them. So let's see what's going to happen as Pirates have the last one.
Okay. This is the situation that we are in right now. Initial fights happening on the map of Kalahari, and this is the Pakistan region you talk about. Each and every team engaging in the fight, and even Refinery is now in a fire as we see team number 2, Team Demon Sprite. Already team number 6 approaching. They know it, and we know it. Demon Sprite going against the Guardians.
Yep, that is how it's going to be, as DP on the other side have teams already below them, so have to watch out for them coming in any second soon. But at the same time, divided attention could be possible from their side. Let's see how they counter it out against the side of NC.
Exactly, against the side of NC, you can see that Demon Sprite already have a lot of DMR options and even the LMG options available with them. Well, this is the Kalahari map, and we discussed, right, the openings are not there by those grenades, so we want some openings by the grenades, not some finishes, but yes, the openings, and then the snipers would be making the second move. The UAV drone on that refinery area, as we see team number 12 also wanted to enter the area of refinery.
Let's see how things will turn out. For now, it's going to be the side of Team DG coming in close proximity. We have to see how they'll be able to counter it off. For UAV is going to reveal everybody's location, right? So CN is left out with 2 players. They're also trying to play for placement points for now. DP on the other side is not at all worried about anything else. So we'll see how things will turn out. For now, it's going to be the side of Team NC. No Chance on the other side. See, I do believe that No Chance performed really well in one map of the day, and they were on the verge of performing really well in the others as well. So this time everybody else have read their strategies. Some fear is actually restricting them over here. The high ground advantage being dealt by the side of DP. Demon Sprite, in case they do not put points on the table now, they'll be on the verge of elimination by the end of the first day itself.
Exactly, and look at that centrical shift. Look at that centrical shift, Arka. All the teams wanting to arrive in this circle. Well, yes, that's not possible because we have seen only and only one team eliminated by now, and we are entering some more zones. The third zone is on the verge to close in, and if you see this zone, most of the teams are still right now trying to enter the circle. Look at them. Team number 6 having a good spot, but yet they're still down. And if the zone closes on Refinery, you know what is going to happen. Definitely a 2-2 split is needed right now at this moment by the side of team number 2, because if they make a 2-2 split, 2 players need to bear the down ridge, or you're going to jump, fall down to death, and then, you know, rest is history, because that is what always happen on the map of Refinery. Moving forward, Team Demon Sprite still holding their position. They don't want to lose this fight too early, as there are still 42 players alive, and definitely it has been a big history for them that they are losing in the top 10, always being in the bottom 3. Moving forward, we can see Team TG still holding their spot as they see a rotation from the side of Legends Style Esports.
I don't know how things will turn out for the side of Team DP, because we are already see that, you know, many teams are trying to push into this position, right? So they can do a third party being in a very safe position, but if they put blue walls on the corner, obviously they're going to be visible. The Guardians on the other side being suppressed by the side of LS, since both of them are in close proximity with one another. Some kind of a revenge fight can take place any second. So Team NC on the other side in the crosshairs of Team TG. The Guardians are not stopping. They're looking at all look and corner and try to take down enemies. Team 10 LS on the other side have low ground advantage, but they have to make sure that they do not come into the crosshairs of any team close to them. Shrines is where we're able to see some more fights happening. Team TA on the other side in close proximity. DP Godzilla on the other side has taken down 2 players of Team LS, confirmed them as well, and a very good start for the side of Team NC. But at the same time, Team NS, after performing so well, they want to pick up some points for themselves in the final game to hold that opposition. It's going to be Afan getting taken down by Nemo with that Max 7. We can see that Nemo is still not stopping, confirms him as well. Team TA loses a player over here, not having any players in their cross. They're still trying to, confirm kills over over here. Invisible versus TA can go in the favors of TA at this point of time. Invisibles are pretty much fatal. No, it's a 2v2 battle for now. Let's see which team will be staying alive as Team TG on the other side are doing damage against the side of TA from far away.
Yes, exactly. And look at Demon's Pride. Now is the time that they begin with those fights. Now is the time that they take the fights in their hands. And definitely leading it right there comes the launch pad. Hotshot making that decision to straightforward enter the battleground, enter the death ground that we can say at this moment, because the third zone is about to close and still we haven't faced the team losses. We have faced 14 players getting eliminated from this match, but Arca, still the teams are surviving. Still they have a lot in their hands to be taking fight with.
Absolutely, but at the same time, Team TA versus Invisible, this is still not stopping, right? Hamza on the other side forces himself inside a place. He's got 7 grenades in his favor, so I know that, you know, if he puts it in the right spot, he'll be able to pick up more. But Izzar on the other side, he has a lot of job to do. A good grenade between these two windows can actually give a lot of right kind of opening. Invisibles on the other side are making sure that they cover these players inside, but on the other side, Hamza comes out in the open, gets taken on and confirmed as well. The final shot has to be landed from the side of Team TA. They've got that M10 in the hand versus an M18. Let's see. Oh, M10 does the job. He takes down a player. Now from the other angle, a player is trying to push in. He does hear the footsteps, right? It's a Mini Uzi versus M10. No, Mini Uzi versus Mini Uzi. A close range battle is what we're seeing at this point of time. But ultimately, M10s are also coming into play. Core coming into play. He knows that the amount of bullets required over here is going to be huge. He picks up a kill in his name, but at the same time, a push comes in from their side. Invisible versus Team TA. This fight is not ending. Ultimately, the final shot will be landed by the side of Alone. That story comes to an end.
Yes, exactly, and some more stories coming to an end as 1-1 players most probably were surviving from the teams remaining in this match, and there they go at the 9th spot. We saw one more team getting eliminated. Yes, the zone once again has landed here about Refinery, but sometimes the stories are also have to be different. Look at that, Team 9, Team 7 and Team number 1 having 3 players surviving for them, but yet they're still outside the zone. Look at the position of Team Soulbreakers. Yes, they can frag a lot of teams, but at this moment they want the next safe zone as only 20 seconds are remaining and the 5th zone is about to come.
I don't know which team is going to be surviving at this point of time. I know that the high ground advantage towards the side of Refinery is pretty much needed for everybody, but for now, Hunter, I can see that Team SB is fighting this really well, right? They have 2 players actually lurking away. They're trying to make it inside the circle, but at the same time, 1 player is trying to take advantage of all these things. Hunter gets taken down. This is not the first time we are able to see that Hunter is continuously getting taken down, but for now, let's see how things will turn out. As we can see that intensity is going to build up towards the side of Refinery. The grenades are being tossed. I know that, you know, Team DP wants this very, very badly, and how well will they be able to attain it is going to be the bigger question. Alone from far away doing the damage against them. We can see that 5 mutants are also not stopping themselves. HS with 2 men standing. Ashu as Anas are the 2 key players for them, but ultimately Soulbreaker gets eliminated at the 8th position. Ashu falls down for his death. There's no way he's going to get revived as Hunt as the last man standing in the last ray of hope. Let's see whether the zone is going to allow him to make it inside the circle.
Yes, exactly. Moving forward, you can see killing spree coming in for the side of Invincibles. Invincibles, the team was not able to stop. But yeah, in the end, they have been given a shutdown at the 7th spot. Moving forward, there goes a grenade. Perfect grenade indeed. But the glue walls will be formed, and that is how he'll be losing out that grenade to the enemy team. Moving forward, Demon's Pride is yet to arrive at the next zone, as team number 4 and team number 7 is still outside the zone. Already Demon's Pride have a great spot, but Wiz with the Groza spray is going to change the history, as he is going to get a knock on the upper platform, and those shots were perfectly connected.
Absolutely, Team DP having the best spot in the house. Look at that. They're pouring blood to everybody possible at this point of time. Godzilla, what a beautiful grenade being connected over there. Simple on the verge of getting eliminated. He has to heal up, but still comes down a little overconfident. Roman and the others are pretty much in the process of Sami at this point of time with that MP5. He's burning more resources than, which is required. TP Raja on the other side goes down. He wants to put up as many grenades in front of the enemies as possible. Omega gets taken on. Roman, the last man standing, trying to make it inside the circle. I don't think so it's going to be easy for them, as the final shot gets taken on him. It's going to be Team TG versus DP. This long range battle. There's one more blocking snake somewhere, and he's not visible in my eyes at this point of time.
Exactly, and there you go. The last three teams in this match. Team TG, Team Demon's Pride. Well, this is the match that they can change the history for them. The second map. Well, Demon's Pride, they know that they have a great hand on Kalahari. But Cartoon
Red
Network
Bull.
and TG already making a difference and they have went out. Oh, there comes a landmine. And yes, Team TG is eliminated. Red Wow. 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 Just for makes a 1v4 on Team TG as DP will arrive on Red Wall. That's the 1v4 that he needs. One more time. Can he do it? Can he not? Because the zone has already closed in. And yes, he'll be eliminated by the zone damage. There comes the Booyah for Demon's Pride. But wow. Eliminating the whole team of Team the Guardians at the third spot. Red Wow, you have done your part.
Absolutely, somewhere when I felt that my prediction, at least for Cartoon Network, will be going wrong, there's one man standing over there doing the wow factor, making sure that they come into the top two. Demon's Pride finally able to secure a booyah. I don't know how many frags they've got in the name, but if they've got more than 10, then they have done a very, very good job on the final map of the day.
Right.
That leaves
Exactly.
that still there's going to be a fighting chance for the fourth position, because all of them is going to have same points with one another.
Exactly, and there is not going to be much of a difference as it was after the third map ended, because this particular game is also going to
Yep.
make a lot of changes in the table. We just saw once again the Guardians getting eliminated by one single player at the third spot. Definitely,
Exactly.
Red Wow performed some amazing moves by those landmines that he plays. He knew that the players were going to jump from that very angle because that was the lowest angle available on that ridge. Perfectly having that
Yeah.
IQ, he placed the landmine, the players jumped there, and then it was boom, two players out of the game. So definitely that is how you use the best IQ that you have. Moving forward, Red Wow was really low on HP as soon as he got a good 1v4 against Team TG, and then it was too easy for Demon's Pride to win that game. In this particular game, as you said, if Demon's Pride could have got 10 kills or 10 or 11 kills, definitely they have done their part for the day, because one single game, that means they have already laid the initial stone that we say in the
Foundation. Yeah.
building foundation, the foundation for the performance that they can do on the second grand final, on the day, on the finals day number 2 of the Pakistan finals.
Oh my goodness, what a day it has been. I mean, we have screamed around when it comes to this map, because ultimately when we thought that things won't be going, things won't be will be a little subtle, it was at the nth moment we were able to see that in the final circle bodies have been falling everywhere, giving us a very, very
Right.
different note. So the next it's going to be the scorecard coming in. For the moment, it's going to be 19 points which Demon Prize will be picking up, a ray of hope for them at the moment, and they can actually make it into a reality of getting settled in the top 4. Cartoon Network on the second place with 9 and 4, 13 points for themselves. Invisible ES on the other side. It's finally we are able to see the bottoms of the table are actually picking up. 5 Mutants still there in the top 6. A good consistency for them.
Exactly, 5 Mutants still maintaining a consistency. Hotshot still there in the top 6. Invincible Esports yet too late, but yes, Demon's Pride also have come late. Oh, only 7 frags from this game, 19 points in the first place. Cartoon Network performing pretty well after the 3 games have ended. They have been consistent, pretty much consistent, and also got a booyah. So yeah, it's a good story for them. But now is the time that 5 Mutants, the Guardians, after two heck of bad games, that is the game number 4 and game number 5, they're back with the points that they need from each and every game. And tomorrow, already 2 boyas in their hands. We have seen 2 boyas are enough in the 12 games that you play. Now you have to be consistent and make your mark at the hashtag 1 spot. Definitely, the difference that the hashtag 1 had after the 3 games ended, that is not going to be there, because the table is going to show a lot of differences to us. But yes, Demon's Pride definitely proved themselves in this map number 6. Now, let's see and take a look on the second chart, what exactly happened and what went wrong for most of the teams, where you also are going to have some of your favorite names, Aka.
I don't know how this is gonna be, because Legend Style for the first time in the day have got on in the 11th position. Pak Pirates,
Yeah.
even though they were in the top 2, right now going out with zeros. Team Alpha again getting suppressed. Soulbreaker, no chance. These are the teams who had to perform now in this game, and this it looks like they have not. They have not able to perform. So let's see how things will turn out in the overall points table. That is where the clearer picture is going to be.
Exactly, and that is the picture that we are going to wait out for, right, Arka? Because in this game we saw five Fabs getting only 8 points, then no chance getting the points from the kills, but they got eliminated pretty early as they had only one fight, they won it, and then they were the ones getting eliminated from the third party. Soulbreaker Esports once again trying some good part from their side, but they were not able to make that as they only got 3 ranking points and 1 kill point from this one. Yes, this was the map wise scoreboard after the game number 6 ended, and this was a map wise scoreboard for the game number 6. Now what we wait for obviously is the overall scorecard, but that will not be shown to us because yeah, definitely we're waiting for some much more things.
I don't know. I strongly feel that the overall scorecard is going to be coming on our screens, right? Because every single time that is how things have been. So, hoping that the overall scorecard will be coming on our screens any second soon. Which team will be on the top is going to be the bigger question. I do believe that, it's going to be still the Guardians or probably the 5 Mutants. They have performed really well. They have shown us that, things can be done. But Legend Style on the other side have played it in a very, very unique way. So these 3 teams obviously will be on the top from my side. Yes, the overall scorecard is going to come in. It's going to be the Guardians on the top with 85 points, 51 rank points, 34 kill points. Legend Style right behind them with 42-28 of total of 70. Cartoon Network right behind them. The unexpected team, the Trump card team coming in with 59 points on the third position, 38 rank points. And that is how they're able to be over there with 21 kill points. No chance with the fourth position, and 57 points is where they're standing.
Exactly, and after that, you are going to see 5 Mutants with 56 points at the 5th spot, Hotshot with 55, and look at that. From the 3rd till the 6th, we are seeing only 1 or 2 points of difference. Definitely, the day number 2 is going to be more damaging. But yes, if the Guardians, what they did in the map number 4 and map number 5, if they perform 2 more mistakes, definitely the difference is not what they are going to have. Still, they have a 15-point difference from Legend Style Esports. Legend Style Esports, they never performed exceptionally today. But yes, they were consistent. And there you go. 70 points from this day, where they have been there only for 2 times on the 2nd spot, 1 time on the 3rd spot, and yet they have got 10 points from each and every game. That is how you perform.
Yeah, but at the same time, did you see the point difference coming in over there? At the 7th position, we still have 45, 44, 34, 32. Even though Demon's Pride and Alpha were able to, secure really good points in just one game, they'll have a lot of hard work to do for tomorrow. But as I said, in the first half, we were able to see that from the 4th position to the 8th position, everybody still have a fighting chance because the difference is somewhere between 10 to 15. So they, the teams have to pick up the pace. But the top 3 teams have done a statement over here that they'll be playing for, they've done the heavy lifting for the day. For tomorrow, they'll be trying to play for an average of 10 points and trying to make it easily into the next round.
Exactly, and that is how you need to play, right? Team TG today, they had 2 mistakes and definitely they don't need to repeat them. Moving forward with some good note and a positive note, Demon's Pride in the last game had a great one. And yes, before they went out for the day, they had an amazing game. Let's see how that will boost their confidence for tomorrow, because that is what we need from their side, right? And if we talk about 5 Fabs, yes, there is a 10-point difference from the like if you talk about the 5th or 6th position, yes, there's a difference, but definitely that is not to take a toll on. Well, with that, we end up with the overall scorecard. And now is the time that we know we are going to view the highlights after a short break. Yes, guys, we'll be right back after a short break as we'll see the highlights of today's 6 games. Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, as we are back with Infinite Smartphone presents the World Esports Cup, and now is the time we begin with the highlights of these 6 matches, the Pakistan chapter finals, day number 1.
Absolutely. But before we step into that, I mean, let's recap and see which are the teams which actually secured the booyah today, right? So LS probably no. Let's start off with the Demon Sprite being the one of the last teams. But before that, the highlights already coming on our screens at this point of time. The first game which went in the side of the Guardians, where we do not expect them to perform really well. Pirates were the first team to take down the side of Team TA, and from there on, Team TA couldn't even stand on their feet when it comes to the game.
Yes, exactly. Team Invincibles were the ones to get eliminated at the 11th spot, and after that, we saw how amazing performances were done by the side of Demon's Pride. Godzilla got a kill confirmation on Bajin, as now they had only 2 players surviving, but still they were taking fights back to back, and Demon's Pride were the ones to get eliminated. The first 3 games, we know that we are going to see a Demon's Pride, Team Alpha in the start. This is the time that I said Red were performed brilliantly with AWM, getting those headshots right and getting some amazing performances. There we go. Red Ball then fell down to death. There was no chance available. And then it was kind of an easy boya. Oh, not an easy boya, I remember, because there came a clutch from Keta, a 1 versus 3. And then we got to know it's Quetta, not Cheta. Moving forward, we saw a fight on the Purgatory map pretty much start in the starting when Ski Lodge was heavily populated with all these teams. Soulbreakers got those 4 kills, but then they had an amazing fight against the side of Demon's Pride and they lost 2 players. Pakistan Pirates were also eliminated against Hotshot as they won that fight, but then came Legend Style Esports dealing a lot of damage to them. No chance, were exceptionally performable, and then they got a booyah in this map.
Absolutely, but at the same time, Cartoon Network on the other side, even though they were doing most of the damage here and there, they just couldn't, perform to get booyahs in the name. But ultimately, when I saw the overall points table, I was pretty much shocked to see that they were over there, and that was a very, very good thing to see.
Exactly.
But at the
Moving
same
forward,
time,
we saw, yeah.
yeah. But at the same time, there was one more point where we saw that Invisibles also were one of the teams to watch out for, but they also got restricted in the mid games.
Yes, exactly. And then it came about the map of Kalahari. Just before we went in the break, we saw some amazing performances from the side of Soulbreakers. As soon as Invincibles alone got a Groza frag, there came no chance. And LS Blackhawk was on point with the grenade. Cartoon Network firing some amazing Groza shots. King came in with a great grenade. That was a long grenade you threw out for. But then, the grenades are always usable in the map of Kalahari. Moving forward, a 1v1 fight was there. Courier got caught up in the glue wall, and then from the behind they come a flying headshot from the M1897, and that was the frag that the team needed. We begin with the 4th map of Bermuda, some early fights, and this is when I said Pakistan is coming back to XP. But then TG had some amazing other plans. They got some fights in the starting, and in the end, when it was about holding the position, they holded it till the end. We saw that they were at the edge of the zone, but still they knew that the hardships are going to favor them. They are going to be with them, and then it was all about the grenades. We talked about this right in the Pakistan region. We never saw some openings from the grenades, but Legend Style Esports always have a different style, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, I'm also wanting to see how, 5 mutants were actually getting together. Sajid, one man, was actually carrying the team every single time. He was making sure that, he picks up frags and also tries to, push in players. Also tries to make sure that he gets placement points for the team as well. Team LS on the other side made sure that they had in the top 4 no matter what happens in every single game. But Bad Sunny was the last man standing every single time. In this game especially, the Guardians showed who were the kings of the map of Purgatory.
Exactly. Moving forward, we saw team number 8 going against team number 11 as alone got a knock against that was a great M1897 shot. Burial with that Max 7. Yes, the Max 7 is always helpful. Then Wali Jan was able to pick a lot of frags for his team, like able to perform a 1v3 clutch because of that Max 7. Well, that is a weapon that you need. But then it came to 5 FABS making a third party just entering the fight like nothing happened, right? But Walijan was always there for his team. Walijan flying to the left, getting a knock on Omega, firing a pre-grenade, also getting down. And then it was Shira who survived like a lot of time for his team because he was on the down range and was never caught by the side of the enemy team.
Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, I really like how the grenade launchers were finally put into play. We were able to see that, one or two frags at least were picked up by then. But it was VSS, Woodpeckers, Paraphils, as well as AWMs with ACATs actually doing the job for the day. But SB on the other side, they were doing some really good games. I could see that, they were able to bring in some good actions against every single team. CN on the other side, this was the specific game where I'd vouch for them to, the second options they were. But look at that with the VSS. Even we all know that VSS doesn't have that much of damage, but ultimately one good grenade had done the job for the side of Team CN.
Yes, then definitely Godzilla with some amazing sprays from the Paraffel, also landing the shots right. The last map of the day where we saw some exceptional performances from Team Alpha, Invincibles, engaging in those initial fights and showing what even if you don't have those shields, even if you don't have those helmet vests available with you, still you'll be able to get those frags. Moving forward, we saw the sniper shots in the end, where in the highlights we can see Demon Sprite holding the positions and then the AWM shots on the perfect point. Demon Sprite was trying for some good frags in the end when they had that position, and then it was the booyah that the history wrote for them. 7 frags they had at this moment, and the last frag got confirmed to the zone. And yes, with that we
Yep.
end with the highlights of the day number 1.
I mean, what a day it has been, right? So
Yeah.
I really like the way how Pakistan chapter has turned out so far, because ultimately we all came in an expectation that it's going to be a boom every single corner, but ultimately they turned out to be different. They showed us that we also have a bit of a gameplay which you guys need to learn from, and it was a good thing for them to say, yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is time for us to say goodbye, because the first day of the Pakistan finals turned out to be in favor of 2-3 teams, but tomorrow it's going to be a neck to neck fight. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not, so that tomorrow when you come in, we are going to be there and reminding you to come and watch us, and making sure that you guys can see all of the fights and there's not going to be any stone unturned. This is going to be Arka, with me is going to be Bridul, signing off for the day. See you guys tomorrow. Until then, take care, be safe, and adios.
Like